guys have been traveling all over Toivoa. Not just here, but in the plains as well. Most recently, you have left Nausea in your search for the drugs called Purple Frenzy. As you make your way westward towards the land of Shu, your destination is Rio no Sume, and you're seeking this as a attempt to discover the supply chains for the drugs. As I need to fix Vipto's avatar because he just appeared way up in the middle of resting. Give me just a second to fix him here. All right, fixed over to there. Awesome. Cool. Reason. But yes, you have made your way westward looking for the supply chain of the drugs and have on the way been accosted by a series of two dragons that approach the ship from the moon. You've handily run them off after having hurt the babies of somebody who you didn't really care about. However, they appear to be a major threat and have taken their dragons and run away. Now we find you aboard the Flight Risk, your loyal ship that you replaced the Changemaker with, and are currently recovering from running the elementals off and defrosting your ship. What would you like to do in the middle of the night?
I feel like Coin is just going to be on guard for the next hour, expecting them to just show up again.
Of course.
And assuming
Still
they
probably
don't.
have the same feeling. So, when are they coming back? 10 minutes? 20?
I mean, are they going for like a long rest? It's been like an hour and a half already.
Oh. I guess time flies when you're like really focused.
We should like set traps. Just like a bunch of bear traps.
I don't know, I feel like the traps would be more of a hindrance to us than to the elementals that fly and the dragons that also fly.
Don't you also fly?
Yeah, I also fly. I'm including myself in the dragons that also fly. I mean, it wouldn't hinder me. It would hinder you guys, though.
I guess.
It's going to be 7 hours before I can use my things again.
Fair enough. Alright.
Seems like a skill issue. I got the wings 24/7.
Once, we'll say like 2
Oh,
hours
but,
has passed now. Coin does not believe the dragons are coming back. He'll go to the crew and give them the okay to return to deck if they wish.
All right. So you're going to wake them up in the middle of the night to come back up on deck?
Well, weren't they already woken up by the din of combat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not
like
saying you have to report to deck, just that like, danger's clear, everybody. We're not sinking.
Hey!
That was such an awesome cheer.
Gives him a thumbs up and goes back above deck.
Cool.
In terms of immediate business, what time is it? Like,
It was
12
midnight.
o'clock?
Yep.
Midnight. Okay. I don't think Coin ever. Did a day pass since he did all of his potion checks?
No. You did that yesterday.
Okay. I know it was around the same time. Coin would probably want to knock out a few potions during this downtime of First Watch.
Okay. Cool.
Now it's tricky without Walker here for me to run. He's usually a lot better at identifying what needs to be made than me. I would think doing some double checking, probably knock out a few superior, or I guess just one superior potion.
Okay.
Any opinions?
Does anyone
And
have
the-
an opinion?
Got Gotta craft what you gotta craft, right?
Yeah, we have one greater healing and one greater mana. So,
I mean, to be honest, I could probably get another potion on the tail belt. I don't think I actually have many left. I got 2 Supremes, actually.
I don't want to
Actually,
be
no,
up
I
till
don't.
6 a.m. So, how about I just make a greater healing potion? And he'll do
Actually-
it on that makeshift table by Saphira at the wheel.
Okay.
Actually, I misread the label. I don't
Unless-
have 2 Supremes. I got nothing.
Saphira, are you driving? I think Tati was when we last established.
Tati would still be
I
driving.
can give,
but here to take over.
I think Coin will sit down
Oh,
next to Tati, and then Tati's like, I'm gonna go take a break.
Okay.
Saphira comes up.
100%.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and knock that out. We'll say, I'm assuming we're on first watch here. Coin will do a perception check and a medicine check.
Absolutely.
21 on perception, and then 20 on medicine
Cool.
for a greater. So yeah, it
For
passed.
21 on perception. You can see the dolphins swimming alongside the ship. It's nice. The silver-like forms of the sea creatures shimmer under the bright moonlight. There's no danger from them. They're just swimming along.
Beautiful.
Alright. So, you craft your potion, and your shift passes uneventfully.
Yeah, seems right. Alright, so 1 sec, updating the bag.
After
We're just
a
going back
while,
to sleep during that shift. By the
Yeah.
way.
You went back to sleep?
I went back to sleep the second that shift started.
Okay. Got it.
I don't think you need to, but Saphira at the wheel, you could technically also do one. But I doubt, I'm not too worried. We just fought a dragon. Probably have some downtime. So for second shift, we'll say Coin will go contact. I need to double check the current crew here,
Sure.
but it'd probably be Stanwick, and we'll say Saison would be on second watch.
Alright. Stanwood comes up and takes over. Not a problem.
Yeah, I don't have Saison's like sheet up to roll the perception.
All good.
If we want to like
We'll roll a
fudge it.
D20. Yeah, 1d20. He's moderately perceptive. He won't see anything out of the ordinary.
You don't see the dolphins.
Nope.
Hmm.
Still pretty though.
Still very pretty. Alright. But you guys get the benefits of a long rest overnight. And the day will dawn with your ship crossing the strait. You've left the shores of Reston and are currently headed through the blue waters towards the land of Shu.
Alright. I would imagine in the downtime, Coin has set up his fishing rod on the side of the deck, and he's
Sure.
just killing time fishing.
Okay. As you do so, you see your friend Gilman, the crewmate, walking by, curious as to what you're doing. Being as incompetent as ever, he's not actually doing anything.
Well, Bruce is kind of behind Coin's shoulder, kind of like being a backseat fisher. And he's like, there's a fish right there. I can see it. And there. And there.
I'm pulling the... Okay, I'll pull it left. Wait, that's to the right, Ruzit.
And there, too.
I think that's just where fish are.
Now I can see it pretty well. I got good eyes.
Well, how about you go dive in and stuff one on my hook? I might speed it up.
That's like, isn't that like take away all the fun?
I mean, wait, you do this for fun?
Yeah, it's fun to hunt things in the water.
Yeah, with your hands.
Wouldn't
Not
you?
with a
Wouldn't you
rod.
want to do the same thing if you were like a green dragon?
Ah, Jesus! Gilman! Sneak up on me like that. Coin just turns
lost.
around.
I just kind of wanted to let you guys know that last night I was in my cabin and it got like really cold all of a sudden. Like it was like there was ice right outside. So I like kind of started a little fire.
Oh, did we
It got
not
a little
get
out
enough
of control.
blankets for everyone? I'm sorry.
No, it was like I could have sworn there was ice like outside my room.
Oh yeah, that was probably
Wasn't
the
that
ice.
yeah, that.
Okay, yeah.
If I had
It's
to
fine.
guess.
I made a little fire to keep warm. Got a little out of hand, but
Wait, you were
I
making
found, like-
fires in the cabin?
Yeah,
No,
but,
we had
like,
a
I
no
found-
fires in the cabin rule.
There's always exceptions. But
You
I
put
found
it
a
out,
bucket in
right?
Coin's room. Yeah, I found a bucket in Coin's room and I threw some water on it. It was totally fine.
That. You know what? Fine. I didn't.
Well, the
Coin-
ship did
listen,
burn
His
down.
eyes
so that's
glance a
bad.
little bit before he just gives up and says, "All right."
I also got like a little seasick and there was only like one bucket.
You're
But,
pushing it. There's one rule, Gilman. Before any interaction with a bucket on this ship, you run it by me. That's the one rule.
So do you want it back?
Did you clean it?
Can I roll persuasion?
Deception.
Deception.
Yes.
Persuasion.
Yes. Sorry.
Gee.
So, roll your insight, Mr. Coin.
Not gonna reach that, I'll tell you.
No. So you
I'm gonna
believe
insight
that
as
you
well.
cleaned the bucket.
It's like brand new. Like you don't even notice that I used
Wow,
it.
you actually cleaned it?
Okay, just put it back in my room and then we'll be fine. I'll
Okay.
hop in it later.
That's gross. Just saying, that's gross.
I have to imagine Coin feels a tug on the
Yep.
line. with the 20.
Absolutely. Yeah. So-
Okay, hold that thought. He starts fighting it,
Cool. You fighting it? Awesome.
trying
awesome.
to reel it in.
You look at it, and it's a big fish. It's a real big fish. As it thrashes on the little side of the line, I need you to roll an athletics check to pull it in.
Ooh, okay.
You get pulled into the water.
Can I try to grab him?
Sure, roll your dexterity saving throw.
Dirty. Okay, 1 second. I need to look at the different stat block I didn't pulled up. Is this, and then I think I have a +2. Yeah. So it's a 8 +8. Let me roll it.
Did you lose your character
Okay.
sheet?
No, it's because I'm using the green dragon
Oh,
stat
gotcha.
block, and then
Okay.
it's also modified by other things.
So with an 18, yeah, you're able to grab a hold of him. Coin, you are being pulled into the large fish on the end of your line and the green dragon on the ship holding on to you.
But Ruzit's not being pulled off?
Nope.
Okay.
Freezing.
I would be surprised if that was happening.
Hey, Gilman, you need to pull Ruzit, and then maybe the numbers add up.
Or I could just pull you, like
Okay, but like
just
what
keep
way?
pulling. Bruce is just gonna keep pulling Coin back.
Whatever gets my feet back on the planks.
What if I just cheer you on?
That is also an option.
Eventually, you're able to pull in the large swordfish. It gets to the side of the ship. It's easily 6.5 feet long.
Okay, I get half of it because I did half of the work already.
You
Maybe
can
like
have-
even 80%, but I'm being generous and I'll say half.
You can have the front half, including the sword. Like, the sword accounts for at least 30% of fish. You can have-
Always trying to shortchange me.
That would make a great wet. Think about it, Ruzit.
Do you think I need more weapons? I
No.
am the weapon.
Toothpick. Hear me out.
Toothpick? Actually, that's,
Toothpick.
you know what? You make a point. You actually make a point.
Bingo.
Okay, I've sold. You probably should have Bryn properly butcher it, or at least cut it in half, because if I just take a bite out of it, it's probably going to poison the rest of it.
Yeah. In my head, this happens so early in the morning. Coin walks to Bryn's room, and right as he's waking up, Coin's just holding this fish in front of him. Delivery!
Fine. No. It's too damn early. No. The door slams in your face.
While like Coin's walking over for the delivery, Ruza turns around to Gilman, who I assume is still standing there, and is like, "So, how were those lessons with like Saphira yesterday? It didn't look like it was going well. Are you even a sailor?"
Yes. I am on a boat and hired to sail.
Yeah, but like, have you sailed before?
Gilman has sailed before.
What are you talking about? Why are you talking like to yourself like that?
I don't know. That's what you called me.
Normally, I would say I have sailed before, but that's just me.
We're just from different parts of the world.
Very. Anyways,
What?
so yeah, like,
Sailing.
huh?
I do like.
Oh.
Listen,
You cut out.
I said when I'm not sailing, I do like to cook.
You like to cook? Oh.
Yeah. Like I know
Have
you
you
guys
talked to
have
Bryn
it.
about it, like our chef?
I was actually hoping to give him some lessons. I know that he can cook well, but I went to bar college for a bit before becoming a chef, and I'm known now around the world as Chef Boy Bardee.
Oh. Wait, you're better at cooking than Bryn?
I'm better at cooking than I am at sailing, so not that that says anything.
It really doesn't. I mean, maybe you should cook. You could cook something for the
So,
crew.
I'd
Maybe for
love that.
me.
Yeah,
Well, maybe not for
actually,
me. I think if you wanted to cook enough for me, be here all day. I'll
Listen.
just have a little bite just to try.
Coin
Does
returns
anyone like-
carrying a barrel with a swordfish, like, jutting out the top of it. Bryn's still, sleeping.
Oh, great.
And this thing is going bad. Quick.
Does anyone like a spicy fish stew?
Spicy fish stew.
Spicy. I mean, not
Or
against
the
it.
name? Okay. There is one thing I need.
What do you need?
Is it a fish? Because I got that covered.
It goes in the broth. It's a nice bone broth, but it relies on like a dragon tooth.
That
Ruzi like gives you like eyes just narrow, and he just looks at you. You're joking,
Listen.
right?
Are you trying to
No,
feed
no,
us
look.
this?
Listen, you don't eat the tooth. It's just part of the broth. But I went to school long enough to learn this spell called I can't ever remember it. It's called regenerate. So like, we could take some of your teeth and you just grow them right back.
Did they teach you about substitutions in school? Like maybe a
think-
wyvern tooth or?
Ruzi's like thinking for a bit. And he's like, "Do my teeth grow back anyways?" I
Have
don't
they
know,
fallen out
history check or
before?
something.
Have you ever lost a dragon's tooth?
No.
Oh, so those are your baby teeth.
I mean, it could be that
it
Ruz had seen his mom lose a tooth and see it grow back. If that ever happened, I don't know. That's why I was saying his history check or something.
Okay.
If you've never lost a tooth, then you canonically still have your baby teeth, which would.
What if
Do
we didn't have
kobolds
teeth
even
with
have
baby?
baby teeth? These are some deep questions.
That's a good question. Hey Google,
Let's
when
roll a
do
history check.
kobolds lose their baby?
Sure. Let's just roll a history check and see what happens. It's just a +4. It's not a very high roll. Boop. No idea.
No idea.
I don't really know what would happen. But I mean, if you got a spell, that'll fix it. I'm still
I
really
do.
offended you suggested it, but now that you say that there's a spell, like maybe I don't know if I want to
Listen,
take
I
that risk.
promise you, like if From my notes, it says that when I cast it, a target's severed body members are restored after 2 minutes. Like, you could literally eat the food because it regenerates while I'm cooking.
Huh. Well, if you say so. I don't know. I mean, everything you've done on the ship has been a failure, so now I'm very skeptical that this is gonna work. But and you're also taking my teeth, which I already told Coin not to do. And
I'm not a doctor. This
me and
isn't
Coin are pretty
Coin.
close, and I got pretty pissed. So you're kind of pushing my limits right now.
So Coin does not
Oh.
know this, but from my understanding, aren't like teeth kind of like fingernails? Like the outside part isn't alive. So does it really apply? Like the enamel
says like
enamel is-
tails, fingers, legs, and so on is what it says word for word.
but those have living tissue, but like only the inside.
I mean,
of the
there's
tooth is
nerves
living.
and the. I don't know.
But that's the
I don't
inside
know.
part. Like the actual tooth.
Maybe do an Arcana check. Maybe ask Eric.
Medicine
I don't know.
check.
Medicine check.
I'm not dissuading you. I'm just saying make sure you roll well before you pop a tooth out, because
And for the record, I do know the answer, and the only reason I know is because of, frankly, my brother. So,
yeah.
So who's rolling to figure out? Because I'm confident that I know the answer.
I think either the person losing a tooth or the person pulling it out.
I don't got skill in medicine. Yeah, like a +2 at best.
Would that be medicine? I thought it was Arcana. Coin will do it for medicine. He may
Who's it's
know that.
clueless.
As a very basic healer, we'll see, and we'll even consider a luck roll.
ooh,
21.
Nice. The 21, yes. Teeth are a living thing, and you must keep them alive. If you ever chip or break a tooth, put it in instead of a glass of milk, and take it to your dentist, and you will usually be able to reattach it.
Yeah.
So regenerate works. TM.
Regenerate would work, yes.
So is anyone down?
Well, if Coin says so, then I think I could agree to this.
Okay.
I'll get the string, you get the doorknob.
I don't know how you're gonna pull one of these out. To be honest,
I just told you.
I just told you I'm not sure that's gonna work. I think I'd pull the door off.
I mean, I'm here for it. But you are probably right. Coin? I mean, is that something you could do magically? Because, I mean, I could stick a dagger in your mouth, but it's probably not going to feel great.
Yeah. I don't know.
This feels almost like a brain question. Like, if we can just slice a magic line.
Go away,
through the
coin!
This isn't about the sword. Bryn, I would never bother you for an asinine reason. We need
Oh,
to
he
pull one of
totally
your
would.
teeth out.
Don't
How do
do,
we do
that.
But hypothetically, if we did,
I don't know. Gilman says that he can cast regenerate, which I find really hard to believe
The
because I'm
door
pretty sure he's a
opens
commoner.
and his head sticks out, and you're trusting Gilman, and the door slams shut.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say to you, Coin.
he does make a good point.
Eh. I don't know.
So back to substitutions then.
I think Gilman's gonna need to prove himself if he's gonna want to do something like that. Like, actually prove himself, not have Saphira walk him through how to do every little thing and then still fuck up.
Gilman, in your words, what do you serve to most contribute here?
I'm here.
To the ship.
Oh yeah, that was my answer.
Wait, what?
Did I mishear you?
Sure. I want it.
I genuinely can't tell if your mic's cutting out or if he's just like saying
Trolling you.
gibberish.
Yes.
Oh, so both. Coin's gonna look at him for a second. And he's gonna rummage through his bag. And he's gonna hand you a rope. And he's gonna say, do me a favor. We'll call it a test. I need you to tie a knot.
Where?
Anywhere. Just with this.
Okay. But like, if I tie it, am I gonna have to like tie another one?
It's one step at a time. Just tie a knot. One knot.
You know,
Okay.
every second this conversation continues, I just have to keep telling myself, you know, the things that Judith said to me about being a good example for dragonkind. I just have to remember that. No
A good
killing.
dragon
No
would be an organ
anger.
donor, including teeth. But
Okay. All
you're
right.
doing good.
I'll tie one.
Okay, please roll your survival check.
I have to imagine Tati would have appeared by now.
Because there's knots being tied. You just immediately start criticizing.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Tati will
Hey, if you
walk
do it this
by,
way-
look at you guys, having Gilman tie knots. Looks at the knot that
It's a
Gilman
knot.
tied. Right. You need to practice. And she walks past, grabs a sandwich, and walks out of the room.
Everybody is so sassy today.
They all
No one
sleep
got
on like
enough
the...
For the
Sleep.
record,
Yeah, that's
no
what I'm
more
saying.
sassy than normal. Just saying.
I think Tati's very respectful when it comes to nuts. But Gilman is kind of on our last nerve. So,
Yeah.
Listen,
With a
I have no
9,
defense.
what are we looking at?
He balled it up into a nice wad and hands it back to you.
Coin is going to, with a single motion, lay it back out flat. I don't see a knot here. There's not a knot.
Oh, you just didn't look hard enough.
Coin holds it closer to his eye. Still don't see it.
Wait, let me take a look. And Ruzit looks really close at it.
You don't see any knots.
Definitely no knots. He like closes his eyes and tries to use his blind sight to think about to look at the knots, and he's like, "Yeah, still no knots."
Coin is
Listen.
going to look at Gilman's shoe and see whether or not it is tied.
Gilman, are you wearing tie shoes or are you wearing boots?
They're slip-on boots.
Your slip-on boots. Awesome.
Shut down.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I just had to check what's a knot first.
Coin will choose a very basic knot, literally like a shoelace loop-de-loop.
What do they even teach you at Bard College?
So you're
Anything
doing a
actually
bow tie?
useful?
It is the most beautiful bow tie you've ever seen.
I don't know. I didn't really go. I just kind of like signed up for classes and then
Dropped
came on
out.
food. Yeah. You know.
Okay, Gilman, you go over and back, left to right. Loop-de-loop, and you pull them tight. He holds it up.
And
Wait,
what do I do with the string?
Like bunny ears or a Christmas bow.
Okay. I can follow. Just need a little like. It's got a little width.
Coin pulls like, you know, he just pulls the knot apart instantly by tugging on one of the ears.
Well, that wasn't a good knot.
There's a- Coin briefly considers stabbing you.
wait. Can we like take a step back for a moment? What are you talking about, like regenerating body parts? Isn't that like super powerful magic? Where'd you learn that?
I just kind of like felt it, you know? Like, you just kind of like feel the vibe sometimes.
Have
do
you,
we like-
hold on. Have you ever tested this?
Wait, did we get more than what we bargained for or something? I thought we were paying for like a bunch of commoners to work for us, not like spellcasters who know how to make people regenerate.
Or is it he can't tie his shoes?
I mean,
That's because
yeah.
they don't have laces.
I mean, yeah, I think it's like a 1% chance he's like not lying about that, but like if he isn't, that's pretty wild.
About his shoes not having laces? His shoes don't have laces.
Yeah, I can't tie things without laces. Or with them, but that's not the question.
I feel like there's a correlation here, but I won't prod into it.
Yeah.
I don't know, why doesn't he cast a cool spell that doesn't require me to dismember myself?
Okay. I don't know what you got in mind.
I mean, you're the one with the magic.
Yeah, but
I don't know what you can do.
I don't either, man. I just kind of like vibe.
You're like one of those hippies that uses like the magic of music, aren't you?
Ruza just
Ew,
looks at Coin
no.
and then looks back at Gilman.
Hippies are like peace and love. I just want to eat.
I'm at a 0.1%
You're
chance
here, brother.
So Gilman's gonna cast a little minor illusion of a knot right in front of him. Just be like, "This is what you wanted, right?"
I mean, if I wasn't in this form right now, I could do that. So no, that wasn't really what I was asking for.
That's not what I was asking for. I don't like
Yeah.
if you do that when you're trying to like dock a ship's gonna float away.
Yeah, but they're meant to sail.
You got me there.
But you're part of the ship freedom force? Like, what do you mean they're meant to
Good.
sail?
I don't know. I saw that on like a poster one time.
Have you been talking to Saphira?
Isn't she the boss?
Well, yeah, he was talking to Saphira when Saphira was trying to teach him how to mop, and then he got the entire deck wet. Like, literally, whatever mopping was, he did the opposite. Like, I didn't even know that was possible, but it happened. I mean, I guess this guy's showing
That's
me a
how you
lot of
clean.
things that I thought were impossible.
How do you mop a deck? Like, if it didn't get wet, it didn't get clean.
Well, yes, it gets wet, but then after it gets dry. But it, like, got wet, and it also didn't get dry, and it also was still dirty. So, I consider that
That
the
sounds like a
opposite of
deck
success.
problem.
Remember what you said. Remember what you said, Rizid.
Coin has been holding a swordfish. Well, he put it down to tie the knot, but he's picked it back up at some point. It's like, I still have no idea what to do with this.
Okay. I did learn how to make a little sushi with it. It doesn't have to be spicy. We can do that.
What, like, right?
Can you
Are
just
you
like
gonna light
make a
another
clean
fire?
cut? Can you just like cut it in half cleanly so I
sushi's
can like
raw.
eat? Can I just eat my part of the swordfish? I'm trying to be considerate of Coin right now.
Okay, yeah, we
That's
do need to
cool.
split it in half. I did promise him.
I'm not even hungry, so whatever you guys want. Like, my stomach still hurts after last night, so I'm not eating.
Coin's gonna
Did
lay.
you even get to sleep last night at all? I assume not.
No, that fire took a while to put out.
Wait a second. Can we see your room?
No.
Where's your room?
No. I'm sorry, did you claim a room down there? Because I thought we had the general barracks.
Oh, I
That's-
thought you gave him
that's his
rooms.
space.
I don't know how much space is down there.
I get the feeling if we just go down there and look for the charcoal planks, we'll know where he was.
Yeah, mine's right next to that. That was the other crewmates.
I'm gonna cut this fish. Coin puts it down. And just while we're talking, he does, a rope dart trick where he swings it around, chops the fish in half with
Oh,
one swoop. I hope. We'll find out.
Sure. Yeah, you're able to pierce it. You impale the swordfish like you would a harpoon. Congratulations. Your rope dart has pierced a swordfish.
Why are you
Wonderful.
trying to cut it with that?
Well, in my head, he was sort of doing a spinning motion with the rope dart,
Okay.
which would
A dart
slice
coin.
through.
Yeah.
But the dart isn't like. Is it like
Did he
not
teach me
flat like
that?
a dagger?
No, it is a point. It's a
I would assume
pointed
it's
weapon.
what he
Okay.
said.
Can we imagine Coin is so strong? Hear
Yeah.
me?
Okay,
that
I'm
he
listening.
that he somehow manages to apply slashing damage with this.
I mean,
for
And if you
this
really
time,
want to get
because you rolled the 28 and dealt 11 damage, you will have smashed your way through the fish.
I'm cool with that.
It is not a clean cut. It is a bludgeoning action that cuts through the fish.
okay, well I'm taking my part, and
It takes
Bruiser
58
takes his part of the
swings.
fish, does one chomp and just chomps most everything except the actual sword part, which he's then going to keep for toothpick for later.
Okay.
Okay,
Coin will hand
feel
the
satisfied.
remaining half to Gilman.
I can work with that.
So are you gonna look at Gilman's room? Because I can't easily get down there.
I'll look into it.
That's okay.
Gilman, let me know when you're done. And Coin will walk off to check the barracks for damage.
Sure.
I'm gonna head down to the mess hall and start cooking that up.
Awesome. While you head down to the mess hall, to the galley, Coin, you go below decks, where the crew quarters are. Normally, there's a couple, hammocks set up on each side, totaling
Yeah.
20. As you open the door, the heat from down here wafts across your face. The stench of carbon fills your nostril, and you look into the room. The hammocks are burnt. The floor is charred. The ceiling is charred. There's several broken things all around that were stomped on in order to put them out. This place would have been nearly engulfed in flames. Even now, you look around and there's some embers burning in the corners. Gilman forgot to put those out, or neglected to, due to whatever distraction or lack of thoroughness that infuses his bones.
But to his credit, there's not a roaring fire, right?
There was at one point, but not anymore.
Actively.
The lack of oxygen in the room has put it out.
Coin lets out a sigh, which could likely be heard from above deck to anyone paying attention, before he goes to kick out all of the remaining embers.
No problem.
And, he'll spend a little bit of time vetting the place for damage, hull breaches, all that.
Sure. You look to the far end of the hall and you see that door that you're not supposed to mess with because Tati told you not to.
Yeah.
It is black with soot.
But not opened, right?
Not opened.
We really should have barred this whole thing off. Coin considers brief. Now she said don't. I assume this is where that stone thing is on the other side of this, right?
Correct.
And it is locked with a key that only, I believe, either Tati or Coin has at this point.
Correct.
Does it appear like any of the crew has attempted, other than the suit? Has anyone tried to break the lock on it with a dagger or whatever?
Gilman, did you attempt to open this door?
I didn't even notice there was a door there.
Okay, so no.
It's probably even harder to notice now because it's just a shadow.
It's essentially flat black.
I think at that point, Coin would not be in a rush to plank it open, plank it
Yeah.
over.
What's fun about
So-
it is now with the soot on it, anyone who touches it is going to leave a mark, and you'll know easily.
Interesting. Even more reason to leave it as is. Coin will return to above deck waiting for Gilman to do his thing.
All right. Gilman, can I get you to roll your survival check?
I will, but I am going to roll with disadvantage because his background is that he is trash at cooking.
Understood. A 15. You apparently know that swordfish is an exceedingly easy fish to cook, which it is.
All right, yeah. So that's what I do: chop it up and serve it.
Cool. Did you cook it or did you just chop it up and serve it?
It is sushi.
Well, I was making some sushi, so I didn't cook it, but like I cleaned it, scaled it, deboned
Gotcha.
it.
Cool. Sashimi of swordfish.
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, did you make the rice or is this just the fish?
They didn't ask for rice, so they didn't get rice.
Okay.
Sushi. Historically, no rice in it.
Yeah.
Just raw
Listen.
fish.
I was given a swordfish. I was not given rice. I said I could make sushi, and you guys gave me a swordfish.
Yeah. Is Gilman like arriving already making excuses before anyone even inspects the food, or is this you just preparing us for when
I
that
think
happens?
that's just Coin's expression when he walks in. He garners this response.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
I can make some rice, but it might take like a day or two.
Wait,
It's just usually a janitor doesn't ask you for a mop before he starts.
where is this conversation taking place, by the way?
In the galley.
It's in the
below
galley.
that. Yeah. For the record, sushi rice is like super easy to make. Just saying.
You would think so.
Okay, for the record,
Oh,
it
it
does
takes 2
actually
days.
take like a day or two. It does, because I worked in like a sushi restaurant making sushi for a while, and you do have to marinate the stuff that you use with it to make
Yes.
the rice.
Yeah.
But Gilman doesn't know that. He's just lying because he doesn't want to do it.
Mainly
Unlike
normal rice
sushi,
takes
which has
about
been-
30 minutes tops, though.
Yeah. The sushi's a little different.
You can
know
make
what?
quick sushi rice. It's just not as good.
I won't judge a book by its cover. Is it ready at this point? Is it being served to us?
It's edible.
Coin will eat it. He'll give you an honest judgment on how edible this raw fish you've handed him is.
And you eat raw swordfish.
Now, I'd be compelled to roll like a 1d100, but I could lower that number based on all of the missing ingredients. Call it like a 1d80.
Okay. So, it would be a 1d85 here. 1d85 because Victor got a 15 on his cooking check.
True. Yeah, I can work with that.
Awesome.
I don't even
Oh
think
boy.
I don't think you hear more than 2 chews. 1 chew. And the second sound you hear is
Crunch. Welcome to the train wreck.
Listen, I didn't know
185.
because normally you have to like slice it, and somebody just mashed this up. It was lunch. Never ever worked with like fish before.
He left the
Hey,
liver
Gilman.
in the fish.
Gilman, why don't you try one? Coin pins one.
Oh no, my stomach still hurts from throwing up.
I insist. He's holding it out to you.
I just swallow it whole. I don't even chew.
No, get captain's orders that you chew what you just tried to make me eat.
Is it severe, Captain?
Well, it's sort of like a quartermaster handoff situation. We sort of trade places when convenient. Not the point.
Go ask her. I just run.
You run?
Yep.
Coin? Gilman's running.
Coin is too perplexed to do anything. I think like he's fight, flight, or freeze. Coin is in freeze right now.
Okay. Oh,
I think he was trying to kill me.
Bruce is like trying to listen to this whole thing from like peeking his head from above deck. He's just laughing. He's like, where is he even running to? Where's Gilman running?
Just running.
He just ran.
Until he hits water. Coin offers Tati, and if Bryn ever emerges from his room.
I'm going to save Bryn from this, but Tati I won't. Tati's going to taste it and go hurl. Seems appropriate for the moment, actually.
Yeah, seems right.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Tati's sick today.
Yeah, at this point, like, Coin's not chasing down Gilman, but internally he thinks Gilman is like a spy sent by Sageos to kill him. He doesn't know. He's not confident on it. It's just, it was really
A
bad
working
sushi.
theory.
Yeah, that was sour, and the only way you can really get this flavor is if he had ruptured the internal organs of the fish into the meat.
Some of Bruce's poison must have gotten in there somehow.
Oh,
Maybe.
Maybe I drooled on it while I was eating the other half.
I think that's it. I think a mixture of both Ruzit and Coin's poison has somehow tainted this entire fish.
Okay. So, are you going to give him the rest of the fish?
Well, I mean, I thought he was given the whole fish, and
Okay.
it was turned into this sushi.
But are you giving Ruzit the rest of the fish? Yes?
No, I think Coin has gone to, like, both, like, Seizen and Ruzit have been offered this sushi
Oh,
at this
Seizen.
point.
Oh, yeah, this looks great! He takes it and puts a piece in his mouth. My God, it's great. My God, it's good. My
I'll send
God
compliments.
leads to suffering. We must suffer for others. Give me another. Oh. Oh, this is so bad. I'm feeling so holy right
I'm waiting for Seizen to spit it out, and only for it to get reflected back at his own armor.
Unfortunately for your anticipation, Seizen worships the god of suffering, and
Oh, yeah.
he will actively keep it in his mouth to torture himself with the flavor, as it is a divine act to suffer for others.
You are
I thought
very
it-
method.
What's all this yelling, Coin? What's going on down there?
Sushi?
Sushi?
Sushi.
But they're yelling about the sushi?
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat it, but I don't like wasting food.
What's the deal with it? This is Gilman's, right?
Correct.
Well, how was it?
Coin just holds one out for you.
You're not gonna tell me? Okay.
No, he nods no.
Bruce is just gonna eat it.
It's
Probably
horrible.
doesn't even care.
Oh no, he cares. Dragons can
Oh.
taste. And you can taste that something sacrilegious was performed upon this fish.
How does it...
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
How does it even... Wait, I got a way to fix this. Bruce is gonna take the whole thing that's left. He's gonna just breathe a bunch of poison all over it. And then he's gonna
Okay,
eat it.
it still tastes bad. To quote Strong Bad, tastes bad.
Wait, that didn't help. I was hoping the poison, it would just taste like my poison, which it doesn't really taste anything bad to me because it's my poison. But it's like, I don't know.
Okay.
I thought that usually
For the
gets rid of
record-
any flavor.
You would get the
record,
same effect
Bruce-
by just chewing your food and having saliva build up.
Yeah,
I think it's
Do you enjoy the flavor of your own saliva?
Like, I don't know what you're expecting here.
No, he's just hoping that it will taste like his saliva, which tastes way better than that. That the fucking.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
That's the joke.
Has
Right.
Gilman like run by at all? Is he literally just run to the back of the ship? and
This
he's
is
like-
literally like the worst piece of food ever. Like ever. I didn't. How is that even? I'm actually impressed. Okay, well I'm gonna throw this
185
overboard. And Ruzid like just picks up the whole thing and throws it overboard. No one gets to eat that. No, no more.
I'm not gonna
You don't
fight you
know.
on that one.
It hits the water, you watch sharks circle it and leave. They don't want it either. That thing's gonna fall to the bottom of the ocean and rot for all time. No one's eating that fish. Congratulations, Bipto. You have made the worst food ever.
It's the thought that counts.
It looks
No, it's not.
useful now.
The flavor of food matters.
Yeah.
If I throw a bunch of that around the ship, we're protected.
Wait, what?
You make a good point. It would make great armor from like fish attacks.
Fish armor.
Nothing's gonna
Yeah.
like bite the hole with that strapped to it.
I guess.
You realize it's a swordfish. It's not like a blue whale.
So
Oh, yeah.
swordfish, so like we can make a weapon out of it.
I already got dibs on the sword. It's my
Yeah.
dude pick.
Saphira, where are you during all of this?
So I have been on deck, recounting the tale of battle to the crew, and of course, like, you know, making sure that it is appropriately dramatic, scaling up the number of dragons from 2 to 6. Talking about how Coin not only leapt off of the yardarm to hit the dragon, but like he spun around and elbowed
Yo.
another one in the process.
Okay. Can I get your performance check, please? That's a very riveting story. They will be wrapped with attention paid to you and will be unable to work while you do this story.
Yep. Meanwhile, I don't think anyone's at the wheel unless someone else has gone up there. So we're. So yeah, probably will after that's done. We'll probably get back to that and.
I think contextually Tati would have been on it.
Take
Yeah.
my,
I think Tati would have been listening to your story while sailing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, good point. Because like she could actually like multitask and stuff.
Yeah.
Unlike the whole crew.
Meanwhile, while you're telling the story, Bipto goes, running by.
Gone. There you are.
I had to get out of the kitchen. Coin and Ruse had tried cooking down there, and it went horribly. I told them I'm the chef, and they said I haven't been here long enough, and it went bad.
Well,
It's
yeah,
believable,
don't have
too.
to worry about that. Bryn usually handles the cooking.
That's what I thought. I said, Bryn's the cook, you're the boss, and they said they got it.
Oh, it is kind of more of a one for all type of thing than the boss. Although, I mean, I suppose all of us are kind of the boss of all. Yeah, but what were we talking about?
That's what I said. All right.
Well,
I'll just-
Talk about stirring
Go
the
ahead.
pot.
That's what chefs do.
I'll make me do the full new
Anyway.
Oh, so much fun. All right. So, while this is going on, you guys have gotten your long rest. You've managed to ruin your lunch, except for Ruzid, who,
I had a great lunch.
yeah, had half of a great lunch. Saphira, how long are you going to tell your story for?
So it is going to go on for at least an hour.
All right. During that hour, the ship will be barely managed by Tati as she is traveling or driving the ship westward. The sun will get high in the sky as it gets to be about noon. Bryn will eventually come up and hurl over the side as he is also seasick. The waves here are a little bit higher than you guys are used to, so I do need Constitution saving throws from everyone, and it is a DC 12. Thank you, Saphira. Even our friend there. Yep, everyone's fine. The only person who's seasick is going to be Bryn Jumpflower. After a while, Bryn will retreat to his bunk where he will lay moaning and groaning at the suffering that is being imposed upon his drow form. Is there anything you guys want to do during the day today?
At some point, Coin's gonna do a bit more potion making.
Sure. Cool. Let's go ahead and get those rolls in and see what you get there.
We have 3 heroism. It's gonna be hard to figure this one out, but of the party members here, who has a heroism potion on them, if any? I don't.
Oh.
Oh no, nobody has one.
None? Okay, so we only have 3. And I know that's something we want to have like a party's worth of. So
Gilman doesn't have any either.
I would assume. Coin we'll say he'll burn 8 hours working on 2 heroism potions.
Okay.
During all this working, Bruce is gonna be going up to Saphira and ask her. So, I remember asking Bryn about like trying to do magic like this and how it just you kind of feel it out or it doesn't work because I don't know, maybe something different about how the magic energy flows through me when I'm like this. But didn't you learn how to cast spells by like actually learning? Like, don't you have a book?
Oh, I do have a book. I mean, I only know a few tricks though.
I kind of just want to do a few tricks.
Okay.
Like maybe just a cantrip to start, like that even the simplest of tricks. Maybe it'd be fun to try to study the book and learn that way, if I can't learn the other way.
Well, fortunately, I have it all written down in this little book, and it's waterproof now. Where did I just found it? She'll dig through and like, here it is.
Okay, so could I borrow this for a bit while I try to read through it and I don't know, wave my claws around in funny ways. Maybe you can help me if you have time as well.
I can help you out. And you probably will want me help decipher in the handwriting because ain't the best.
Yeah, figures. So, what spell should I try first?
I'll list out the spells that are in the enduring spell book, and then
Oh, let's try Acid Splash.
No,
That one suits me.
right. Well, you see, Arcia says, first you kind of reach back and and back to yourself with the plane of acid. I don't remember how you do that part, but that's what the instructions say.
Very vague.
And you take that connection and you just kind of throw it.
Okay, I guess I'll have to repeat whatever motion you do for the next several hours until either nothing happens or, well, probably nothing will happen. But maybe if I repeat that motion for the next few days, maybe something will happen.
Oh, well, oh, you see, I never actually perfected this one. This one was actually in the spell book that we found. That's at one time at that one place. Just my.
Well, that's something maybe you're more confident in then.
Oh, Boom and Blade. That one I'm very confident. But they don't really use blades though.
I mean, I don't know if it even works on my claws.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I don't think it does.
I can create lots of fires under people.
It's kind of fun. I can create a fire under Gilman when he pisses me off for the 20th. Wait, no. You just said not to do that. I won't do that. But I think about doing it.
I know. The lad's trying his best. Well, not all of us start out accomplished sailors. I mean, some of us do.
I mean, yeah, it's fair, but he, like, poisoned half of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the food he cooked was fucking terrible. It was, like, the worst food I've ever tasted. Toddy had one piece of it and hurled, and then Sizen, I think, was eating it, and it was so painful to eat, he was like, I don't know, reveling in the pain, because I guess that's, like, its whole thing. I don't know, it was kind of weird.
So
But
you
anyways,
describe the food as
you said-
practical.
You said Gilman cooked the food.
yeah, Gilman did.
I knew there was something odd about him saying that Tion did.
Wait, did he lie to you? God, that guy's a dirtbag.
Apparently so. Well, we're gonna have to have a talk with him.
Oh, anyway, that's for later. I should focus on my new studies. Yeah.
Oh, with the create bonfire spell. So the motion is kind of, I want your hands to almost dig down and then pull up as if you're like causing the flames to shoot up. And meanwhile, you have to speak. It's a kind of no, it's not ignis because that's more of a projectile, but you don't want to speak something that provides the ignition for it.
Ah, like what did you speak?
Following what I'm saying?
What word should I say?
Oh,
Bruce is thinking back to the words he says when he casts Firebolt.
Infernus, and I will briefly cast create bonfire out 10 feet away from us, but then dismiss it as soon as possible because I don't want the thing to actually catch the ship on fire.
Okay.
And then Bruce is
Did you see this happen?
No, Gilman's still just running around deck, just like laps.
like a headless chicken. Ah! Okay. Anyway, Bruce is gonna. Okay, I got this. And he's gonna take his claws and he put them on the deck, and he's gonna close his like front claws, like those front claws together, and it kind of scratches the top of the deck because he's copying the motion that Saphir did. And then he raises his hands up and says, "Ignis." I didn't expect anything to happen the first time, but now I know what to practice.
And you know what they say? It makes perfect.
Okay, well, I guess you kind of set me up, so now I'll practice this for a bit. We'll see how it goes.
Then once you figure that one out, we can work on the one that I call Vicious Mockery. That one's pretty
I'm already
easy.
good at that naturally.
Oh, exactly. Then it'd be very hard to kind of make the words a little bit magical.
I see. Okay, okay. Anyways, back to it. Ignis! Ah,
I'll
damn
leave
it.
it to that. Don't burn the ship down. But I need to go have a talk with Gilman.
I'm sure I can put it out if it misfires or something. I got this. Ignis! Ah. I'll get it someday.
I'll go off to find Gilman.
Okay. As you hear Ignis, Ignis, Ignis from behind you, nothing happens. You go to search for Gilman. Where is Gilman right now?
He's probably just exhausted from those laps laying down now on the front of the deck, like the front of the boat on the deck. Just winded.
Saphira, you find Gilman doing what he always does. Nothing.
Gilman, lad. How are you doing, lad?
I'm tired. Might need a nap.
Right, well, before I go take a nap, well, first check and make sure you're not on duty, because I don't know your schedules. But come up,
I don't either.
come up to the bow with me.
Which way is that?
We're gonna go up to the top of the ship,
Oh, fun.
the deck, not the mast, just the deck.
Oh,
And we're gonna go to the front of the ship.
okay. Which front?
The one
You know
that's in
what? I'll
the
just
same
follow
direction
you.
that we're
I'll follow
going.
you. Okay.
Hey, that's a good idea.
But you guys ascend from the decks up to the front of the ship.
Oh, when you look out upon the sea, what do you see?
Nothing.
Actually, and not only do you see nothing, you see water, right?
Sure.
Water as far as the eye can see. Oh, if something were to
Now if you
happen
look up.
and you're lost. Oh, if something were to happen to us, anybody, any one of your crew, who is around, come and help?
You are.
Suppose something happens to all of the crew, or some of us ain't available, or we're away. If something were to happen to the ship, maybe.
That kind of hurts my head. I just kind of like you. I don't really think.
Well, the answer is that there would be no one to help us. That means we can only rely on each other. And furthermore, it means we don't lie to each other.
Oh, who lied?
You told me that Coin and Ruzid were the ones that cooked the fish.
They did.
Shameless.
Ruzid told me that it was you who cooked the fish. And,
I got hired to be a deckhand. Why would I be cooking? I can barely do that. You've been trying to teach me. I can't take on other jobs.
I've been traveling with Ruzid and Coin for a very long time. And if there's one thing I know about them, they don't usually lie. I mean, I don't think they'd be very good at it. But I'm very good at discerning and one of my crew members lies. So I know that Ruth is not lying to me here.
Listen, boss. I can be 100% honest and say that I did not cook that fish.
Well, insight check, Saphira. You believe
Dear
him,
God.
he did not cook the fish. I don't need him to roll a deception check. I don't need him to roll a persuasion check. You believe him.
I wouldn't
he
roll
did not
deception
cook the fish.
anyways
Go
because
for
it was raw.
Right. It you don't have to roll it because it's the truth.
I got him.
Saphira, he did not cook the fish.
This conversation is raw.
Facts.
Just
I'm gonna go take my
we
nap.
just need to be, we just need to be able to rely on you, lad. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, I do my best. Yeah, that's all I had to say.
Coin walks by you. Potions are done. I'll be in my quarters if you need me. And he goes below deck.
Okay, you go below decks. Awesome. Where's your bucket?
In my quarters.
You put it in your quarters? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Coin would have claimed a room as a pseudo work area.
Sure. So as you enter your room, it smells like bile.
Nice.
Coin, by this point, it's been 8 hours. He has completely
yeah.
forgotten about the whole how the bucket was used. So he's like, what is it? He goes to bask in his bucket of water, walks up to it, his head turns downwards, and he doesn't have to say anything. He just looks at it, and the camera cuts to him walking above deck, and he's just repeating, "I'm gonna throw him overboard. I'm gonna throw him overboard. I'll throw him overboard. Port side or starboard? Starboard. Not good enough for port." He's turning his head left and right, clearly looking for Gilman. Throw him
Where is
overboard.
Gilman right
Upside
now?
down? Yeah, upside down. It'll be upside down. Should I tie him up? Yeah, I'll tie him up. I feel like that'd be the right amount of petty. Like I'm gonna do a butterfly knot. Yeah, it'll come apart. Does he see Gilman above deck?
Gilman said he was going to go take a nap, so he's probably in the crew quarters.
Wait, what are you blabbering about, Coin?
Oh, I'm just gonna throw Gilman overboard.
Oh. You know what? I'm not gonna stop you.
Oh, perfect. You can help me find him.
I'm not gonna help. I can't fit down there.
Well, if he comes above deck, let me know. Coin circling the whole.
Are you
upper
above deck?
Yeah, but I'm gonna go back down if he's not up here.
Oh, okay.
Coin circling the whole. Saphira, are you above deck still?
Yep.
You'll hear Coin walk by you muttering, like, upside down, starboard. Yeah, I'll throw him over. Just throw him over. Put the bucket over his head, why not?
Fine.
Hey, Saphira, Gilman, you seen him?
Hey, he went back below decks.
Okay, I'm gonna throw him overboard.
Fine. I'll
Yeah?
throw him overboard.
Saphira, you don't know the day I've had. Just let me have this.
But yeah, you understand, if we start throwing people overboard, then the whole rest of the crew is gonna get afraid that they're gonna be the next ones to get thrown overboard. And as soon as we make land, they'll flee into the country. And we don't want that now, do we?
Coin takes a little too long to respond no. Like, he's really balancing, like, whether or not it's worth it. We're already paying them. No. I just feel like I feel like they don't respect me. And Coin thinks back because Saphira has already given him a real talking to about like earning respect from these guys. And I think only now is like the lesson hitting him that like he's been pretty disrespectful to these guys. So he takes a breath. Thank you, Sapira. He'll like pat you on the shoulder. I won't throw him
Welcome. What
overboard.
did I do?
And then he walks
Okay.
down. He just goes down below deck again. And I think internally I'm imagining he goes sort of to the middle of the ship between the quarters where all of the crew are and the intersection of where his quarters are.
Sure.
And I think because it's probably late at night at this point, right? Is it like
Sure.
11 or something? Coin figures they might very well be asleep or, you know, partying or whatever. So rather than being a killjoy, he'll just get his bucket, go above deck, dump it out overboard, clean it out like 20 minutes, then he just goes back to his quarters.
All right. Cool.
And then he will just take a break. He'll pop his head into the quarters of the crew.
Sure.
He'll look around and he'll say, I need 2 for first watch.
And
Any 2 of you.
instantly, 2 hands go up. And 2 hands that go up are that of Hunter Stonebridge and Silverteeth.
Coin points upwards. Sort of, and then sort of like a pointing at his watch gesture. Say like, 4 hours. And then he'll pull his head back out and go to his quarters.
They go upstairs and start patrolling the edge of the ship. Some people are competent on the ship.
Yeah.
Very competent.
Wow. No kidding. Need
So-
them on watch more.
Yeah, right? They won't see anything of interest while we are on watch. You guys
All right.
can go ahead and get the benefits of a long rest. Wake up the next morning unless you want to do something in the middle of the night.
Coin would not.
Okay.
I don't imagine anyone else in the crew has anything they need to do.
Nope.
All right. So, you guys can wake up the next morning. After a nice long rest, you're refreshed and generally ready to go. You guys have another 4 days before you arrive at Ryonosume. And as you come up on deck, you see someone sitting at the front of the ship. Her tall, slender form is draped across one of the yard arms as she looks down at you guys. Hello, gentlemen, ladies. How are you doing today?
But have we met?
How did you get on the
No.
ship?
Oh, that's for me to know and for you not to find out. Ah, no. But you've been looking for me, and I figured I would talk to you. After all, you sent my babies home with boo-boos.
Oh, you're the one who sent all those elementals at us. Yeah, what the fuck was that about?
Oh, well, I wanted that artifact, the urn that one of you has, I believe.
Oh, that
it's
much?
Sison. Syson's got it, doesn't he? He could just give it up and things would be fine.
Nah, Sison kind of savors the pain. He wouldn't give it up.
Of course not. But if you can convince him to leave it at the bar where you're going, I'll be sure to pick it up in due time. You'll be richly compensated, and I'll ensure the rest of your voyage is unbothered. Wouldn't
We'll
that
consider
be
it.
something?
It's a bold offer.
Of course it is. I wouldn't disrespect the Princess of the Seas, or the spawn of Didit, or even the Sea-Toad coin, with anything less than the best.
Naturally.
Yeah, I guess your babies weren't enough, so.
No, they were just a challenge to let you have a little bit of fun, to stretch your arms, you understand.
Yeah, honestly, you get a little stiff on these long voyages.
Ha! Stiff.
No,
of
there's anything
course.
we can do to get on my good side. It's flattery, so I'm listening.
All I want is that you leave that urn unattended at the bar.
What is your affiliation with this urn? Yeah,
Yeah, so why do you actually want it?
strangely invested.
It's a keepsake. It's all it is. It's not of any real value. I don't understand what your hang up with it is. It's a family piece, you understand.
Family? What? Is the Lich your brother?
Oh. Kind of.
Oh.
Let's just say they're close.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm
just
starting to
want
see it.
I just
And
need
if-
a little bit of a deal. Just leave the urn at the bar. That's all you
And-
need to do. And I'll
Now, what
make
sort of-
sure that you're compensated.
And
So
what
what
happens
sort
if
of-
I tell you no?
Oh, well, you wouldn't want to do that. After all, you don't want me as an enemy, do you, Sea-Toad Coin?
I mean, I'm not in the business of making enemies, but I'm not in the business of making bad or dangerous deals either.
Well,
Could you like tell me a little more about your quote unquote babies? Like, did you create them?
oh,
Are you really
no.
actually like I don't
I
understand.
raised them. They're my
How you
pets.
raised them?
Yes.
How did you get them?
Oh, a couple of trades. A
Trades.
couple of bets here and there put someone into an uncomfortable position where they decided that they felt they needed to trade the eggs away, and well, one thing leads to another, and well, now I've got a couple of baby dragons.
Huh.
It's simple enough. But I'd like to be friends with you, frankly. There's no reason for us to be at odds. Why can't we
I feel like I should be
friends?
aware of some
I
crimes
think-
against Toivoa that you probably committed before I start considering deals.
I've not committed any crimes against Toivoa. The planet is actually better off since I'm here. I bring joy to the rabble. I ensure that the politicians stay in power. I make sure that assassins are dealt with and discouraged.
Oh, I like that part.
I ensure that the rule of law is followed. Isn't that
Well,
what responsible people do?
Responsible
very
people tend
responsible.
to have this conversation before sending their guard dogs.
Yeah, that too. I'm still kind of pissed about that.
Would it appease you if I apologized?
It'd be
That
a
would
good
make-
start.
Make me feel a little better.
She gets up and she bows gracefully and curtsies even with her foot behind. I apologize for the inconvenience my babies gave you when trying to play and test you to see if you were actually worthy of being my friends.
Coin's gonna
So
insight
it was a test.
check
A
that
little.
as a deception check.
Sure.
I'd even burn a luck to call it a 28. Unless there's like an advantage already for being our ship or whatever.
She looks at you, and you believe her.
Well, you do seem like you're trying to make earnest negotiations here, so it's
A
probably
little
worth
bit, that's
telling
all.
you that the urn was retrieved in such a way I can't, in good conscience, make that deal myself.
I
mean,
understand.
point a look around for if Saphira is, in sight.
How
I'm-
about I
I'm-
tell
I'm
you my
right
purpose
here.
with the urn?
Okay,
Saphira-
now I'm listening.
It's your chest. I'd leave it up to you, your discretion on how we handle this.
I want to keep the urn away from Leandro Cervantes. I don't want it in his possession. I think that would be quite bad for him to gain the access to control a lich through blackmail. Wouldn't you agree?
So what did Leandro exactly do to your lich brethren, family member, brother, whatever? Yeah.
Well, as long as he has access to it, should he reclaim it from you, my contacts would be at risk of blackmail at any time. Because at that point, Leandro would have power over my friend. And I don't want that. I would much rather give it back to my friend and let them have the freedom that they deserve. Wouldn't you agree?
Can I get an example of what your contacts are doing, or what sort of stuff you're up to? Maybe not like recent, as to not like, expose all your plans or whatever, if you seem like the secretive type. But like, what's the general idea?
Well, that's quite insulting. I've been quite forthcoming with you. But
Well, I don't know. You speak in platitudes and I think kind of vague terms, but I feel like you're trying to pull one over on us. Because, you still attacked us earlier. It doesn't really build a lot of trust.
I already apologized for that. I wish we could move past it. But most recently, I have gone to the Roman King in Reston, and I negotiated a food trade with the people of Corland. Basic aid package, you understand?
On whose behalf?
Oh, on my own. It was just the
Yeah.
right thing to do.
Negotiate a food trade. You have the means for that sort of stuff?
I'm very persuasive, you understand? Spanov did it.
You can call me Bruzid.
Oh, I didn't want to presume. Nice to make your acquaintance, Ruzid. You can call me Raffinas.
Oh. Feel like I've heard that name before.
Now, what I'm doing next, as far as my next project, is I'm actually going to the capital of Garden Soil here in Shu. You understand that this is simply a projection. And I'm going to be talking to one of the clergy there about their persecution of mages. I'm going to convince them that it's wrong, that they should allow people to practice the arcane arts and be free to study the weave. Wouldn't you agree that's important?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those people who hate magic, so...
Right.
Actually,
So
I'm
we
kind of down for that.
agree. We agree, and I knew we would get along. It's nice to finally find a responsible dragon who can see common sense.
Not all of us are stupid.
I never said you were stupid. Now, who said that? Dragons are very intelligent, but they do tend to be impetuous. Do you not agree?
I mean, sometimes I am a little bit.
A little, perhaps. But that's okay, as long as we move past things. And just think, Mr. Coin, think of the business opportunities that could open up for you should you have the political clout of someone who has the ear of a king or a sultan. I could get you into all sorts of different negotiations and meetings that could benefit your future enterprises. That
No, you're not
probably would
wrong.
be beneficial. And it'd still be up to you to close the deals. I'm not doing that for you, so you'll have earned your own way. But simply putting a kind word here and there, I'm sure wouldn't hurt.
Coin gives a nod back. He does see the value in that.
I'm starting to come around to it. I was really paranoid at the start, but what's the worst that could happen?
But the worst that could happen is that the ship sinks and everyone dies, and I don't have my urn, and all of you would be dead, and that would be horrible. And I don't want that to happen, and I will do my very best to prevent it. After all, you are much more valuable as friends to me than corpses at the bottom of the sea.
I still have to leave it to Saphira on
Oh.
whether or not such a deal is ever made.
Saphira, Princess of the Sea. Oh, goodness. Imagine what I could do as a bard, spreading your rumors and fables across all of Toivoa. I even travel the plains. Just yesterday, I was on the elemental plane of air. Oh, the Sultan there would have loved to have heard your story, but of course I don't have rights over it to share. I would need to be friends with you in order to share such epic tales.
I hear that on the plane of air they have finest operas there.
I have heard that too, and they are delightful. Oh, the only downside is that they never seem to end. Do you know why that is, Saphira?
Because they never run out of air.
Well, that, and with the air elementals being essentially just slender beings, the fat lady never sings.
Hey, that too.
Oh,
Now-
you should have heard it last time. It was so charming. I still get goosebumps from the performance, just from the memory. Imagine Saphira the Great Navigator. The play, the musical that could be spread across the elemental plane of air. It'd last for decades, wouldn't it?
You make a very compelling argument. Oh,
And of
about
course need
this?
to confer with you and ensure that we work out the intellectual property rights, you understand. And of course, we'd have to consult you on the musical numbers to ensure that the appropriate tone is hit with each adventure. After all, sea shanties can't be the whole thing.
Well, of course, you have to have the big dramatic numbers, the power ballads, the Dark Night of the Soul songs. You have to have a little bit of variety.
And a little bit of that death metal. Amazing stuff. But what were your concerns?
You're giving me
dear?
ideas. Oh, concerns. That was right. I was going to say, perhaps when we get the bar that you said that we should leave it in, perhaps we should have a drink to discuss all of these logistics if we do decide to take this deal.
Sorry, I missed that. Could you please repeat that?
I was saying, the bar you mentioned that's we're going to be going.
Yes.
What bar is that?
Oh, it's called the Leaky Keg. It's in Ryonosume. You'll find it easily. There's only 3 bars in town. There's the Drunken Rat,
Okay.
the Leaky Keg, and the Beautiful Flower. Those 3 are the bars. Just go to the Leaky Keg and leave the urn with the bartender.
Oh, but how about when we get to the Leaky Keg, I buy a drink there, and we can, and we can discuss things
Oh,
and then
I'm
decide.
afraid I will be indisposed. I won't be in Rio no Sume for at least a couple of days at the earliest. You see, I do have this appointment in Garden Soil tomorrow, so I won't be
That's
able
right,
to
you
make
did
it there
say that.
physically.
Right. Well, now, I do appreciate the offer you've made, and we will duly consider it. I
I'm
can
glad.
assure you of that.
Would you
but
like to know a little bit more about something I discovered about your crew, though?
that depends. Is it going to be something true or something not true?
Oh, absolutely true. Nothing I've said to you has been a lie. Every single word that I've spoken to you has been 100% truthful. I have spoken no lies.
It's
I've
just
been
been.
non-deceptive in any way.
I believe you. Just recent conversations I've had with people just dealing with that kind of thing. So
Oh, I
on the guard.
understand. Of course. Uh, but aboard your ship, one of the crewmates isn't who he seems. At least
Oh,
one.
that one's easy. You're talking about Ruth, and honestly though, he is very much what he seems. Like he may have been born a little small, half dragon kobold, but this is honestly closer to his true form in the first place. So I appreciate you bringing that information to me attention, but we got that very well covered.
She smiles at you almost pityingly. All I've said is the truth. It's up to you to determine how you'd like to act upon it. Just remember that Ruzin isn't the only one on board your ship that has secrets that they don't want to tell. After all, what all do you know about his mother did it? It's okay. If you want more answers, I'll be around. I'm sure that Bryn can send me a message if he so chooses. I'll gladly respond. But I have to get ready for my meeting. Please have a wonderful day, and hopefully my bartender friend will see you in Rio no Sume. Deal?
Best of luck with your meeting.
Oh, at least go and visit him. He'd appreciate the visit.
We can stop by the bar.
Of course. Be safe. And Saphira, just think of the stories we could tell. We might even be able to fudge them a little bit just to make them sound a little bit more exciting.
Oh, I figured that went without saying.
Oh, but like I said before, nothing I've said so far has been a lie. I've been 100% truthful, and I haven't even exaggerated. So please have a wonderful day. And she will shimmer, and she will disappear.
How did they
Oh.
find us?
Saphira, how did they find you?
Yeah, I'm kind of very easy to find these days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't you have that item on you? Yeah.
I hate a
Yeah.
cutlass. Largest cutlass. Totally worth it. And
How'd that conversation
wouldn't mind her
go?
being able to wouldn't mind her being able to find me again. But
What kind of
Please roll insight checks. Please roll insight
Do I really
checks.
need to?
No, you don't need,
I
you
don't,
don't
think you
need
need,
to.
I don't think you really need to.
Thank
I
you,
only saw your
Rizzy.
mouth talking. With
No,
your
I got
heart
a
stopped
15.
there?
I got advantage.
You have an advantage on insight?
Yeah, from the. Oh, actually, wait. I guess it wouldn't apply it in this. I guess it's a. Wait, but that's also the wrong. Whatever. It's a low number.
It's a
I don't
low
care.
number, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Right, so she made an offer. It was a pretty good offer, you know. Well, for me at least. But
I mean, I don't doubt
Don't
her.
think
It
she-
didn't seem like she wasn't selling lies, but it's just hard pressed to imagine her
The vibe.
incentive.
The vibe, yeah, exactly. The incentive. I don't see the incentive. But I also didn't really think she was lying, so it just kind of left me confused.
I mean, no, I can understand why she wants it back, and it's just, you know, if she wants it back that badly, that seems like all the more reason for us to keep it. And also, you know, imagine like
Yeah.
I enjoy being able to keep it away from Leandro Cervantes myself, and knowing that we have it brings me joy.
The thrill is enough of a reason to keep it.
This is one way of thinking about it. Did she say anything else, or was that it?
Yeah.
Well, she mentioned something about one of us not being who we seemed, but you know, I explained to her like your whole deal, Ruzid, so like it's not a big deal.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving. I think we
Yeah,
know
yeah.
everyone on board this ship pretty well, though.
They can indeed. I disguise myself to look like Coin.
Am I? Oh wow, I'm a lot taller than I thought.
It's tall coin.
It's all in the legs.
I'll squat down so I can see from Coin's height.
Does Saphir just have a massive bald cap on? Like is it like Coin's head, but like 3 times as big? Like how much of this is magic disguise and how much of it is like latex?
Oh, it's 100% magic.
Okay. A little more convincing then.
Like clearly, I don't have like your mannerisms down. The voice definitely not. Like I'm clearly just like it's not like I'm trying to convince anyone. It's just I'm just doing this to mess with you.
Coin is going to like start doing a mime act at you. Like he puts a hand up on an invisible wall, then moves it to the side leftwards. Do you just, Saphira just
Oh,
stand still
okay.
while he's doing this?
Oh, are you trying to do a coin trick?
Oh no, I was just seeing if the reflection was accurate. It's not.
Oh, that's what you are doing. Got it.
Catch.
Wow.
Like out of thin air, he seems to make a coin just sort of appear as he flicks it from his left hand towards you.
I will catch it between my fingers, flip it to my other hand, and flick it back to you.
Coin mirrors all of the things you're doing, and then catches it, sort of
Whoa.
creating sort of like a literal mirror act. And he'll just keep flicking. He'll do like his own trick and then flick it back to you, and just back and forth for like 3 loops.
Cool.
Nice. Then he'll finish it off by like tossing it back in his pocket.
Nice.
Pretty convincing to me.
You got a lot better at that coin.
I should say so myself to myself. And I do. You know what I
Right.
mean.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Can I go back to sleep now? I'm gonna do that. And he just walks back below deck.
Okay. Cool. Go below deck.
Although I guess it is the
It's
morning, but
yeah.
I'm gonna go get ready for the morning.
Cool. You guys get prepared for the day. And as you guys sail westward, we can montage the next 2 days.
Montage.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and tell you because Corin would do a couple of potion things on those 2 days.
Okay.
You're just gonna be hearing Ruzes saying, Ignis! Ignis!
Yeah. Day 1, we'll do 2 more heroism potions. 1, 2.
All right.
Day 2. I don't totally know. I'm open to ideas here. I want to say like 2 more superior healing potions.
Okay.
But I gotta think on it, because how much is a supreme healing? Is that the one that can go up to like upwards of 40 to 50?
It's 10d4 plus 20, I believe. It's pretty big.
Dang. Would not be bad to have one of those in case of emergency. Let's say he does 1 supreme healing and then 1 superior
All right.
on day 2. We'll start off with the superior, DC 20 for this.
Sure.
Gotta
Oh,
lose a vial
okay.
and some ingredients.
Yep.
Another, that's a 19, but with Tati's guidance, because we've established she
Yep.
does them near
So
her.
d4.
I'll roll it, but like it does auto succeed even on a 1.
Cool.
24, this one will be trickier,
Yes, sir.
but this is for the Supreme. Ooh.
Oh no.
Give that another go.
Okay, using lucky. You succeed. Thanks to being
Oh, I was
lucky.
assuming, I wasn't, I guess I would have used a lucky if we're montaging, then yeah. He uses a lucky to get a 28 off.
Awesome.
And that would be it. I gotta go do the math on the resources now, but
Sure.
that's all he would make right now.
Should I do some Arcana checks for grins?
Sure.
Let's see. Hey, not
Hey.
bad.
You will get a couple sparks to fire off.
Hey, I think I'm learning something, Saphira. Something actually happened. I didn't think anything was gonna happen.
You're unable to replicate it in her presence.
I swear it happened.
Okay, Rosa, I totally believe you.
Aw, thanks.
What
Glad
is
that you're being
Gilman doing
supportive.
during all of this for the next 2 days on the ship? Gilman? Did we lose Kyle? We lost Kyle.
Perhaps.
Okay. Hopefully he gets back soon. Oh, he said be right back in a couple minutes. Okay. Alright, so as you guys sail westward, it's another couple of days, and then in the distance you will see Rio no Sume. A lighthouse. With a couple of junks out front. They're Asian-styled ships. Fishing vessels, mostly. Used to fish in the nearby waters. You guys want to come in and dock, or what is the plan?
One moment. Alright. How populated is this place again?
You see a few people milling about.
Yeah, I would reckon Coin, along with many of the crew members, are yearning to stretch their legs and stand on solid land for
Of
at least a
course
bit.
they are. Yeah.
So he's gonna elect to dock, say like, probably tell everybody like, expect to be back here in the next 4 hours, or we'll say 2 hours. At which point we'll let you know how long the stay is. Just report back to ship in 2 hours to everybody.
Okay. Cool. So, everyone will throw lines and get the ship docked properly for you guys. You're free to disembark.
All right, what is the vibe we're getting in the immediate dock area?
You're strangers. You are not the regulars who get here. However, most of the people here are more nonplussed by your existence. They're used to people coming in and docking here. It's just you're not the regulars. It's obvious you're not. So it's this mildly unfriendly feel, but it's not aggressive. It's just strangers in town. You're essentially
Okay.
tourists.
Based on geography, Coin's knowledge, are the customs here, like, is this is deep, like, Shu territory, full matriarchy? Is this sort of the
Oh yeah,
outskirt?
you can see that each of the fishermen have a collar.
Ah, okay. Coin is going to, he'll probably find where Tati is, and or Saphira, and say like, I just, if anybody asks, like, I don't want to get locked up somewhere just from walking too far away. We should probably move as a unit.
Do you even care about the whole matriarch thing with me? I don't think they do. I think I'm out of the equation.
I think they'd be too scared
As
to
a
ask with you.
dragon, what are you doing, Ruzid?
I'm gonna be hanging out. I'm on the deck
You're
right
on the
now. We
ship?
haven't
Okay.
left.
Cool. I know that at some point Tati would speak up, well, this is going to be delightful. We should just put collars on all of you.
Only if I can get my insignia on it.
Only
Because
under certain
collars make
circumstances. Not these
great
though.
Then you'd
But-
have to get a big one, Rizit.
I thought we
It would
already
need
had a collar
spikes
for
on it.
Ruzid.
Oh. Do
I mean, you already have the what is it? The harness. Is it really that different to just add a collar onto that?
It's a little different. It's like a stylistic choice. But regardless, okay, it isn't about like ownership. It's a stylistic choice, but not right now. No.
So, you're going to stay on the ship with me, right, Ruzid? Just in
Why?
case we need to get away fast?
What? I would need being on the ship let you guys get away fast.
Well, you know, you grab hold of the ship and push.
That's like a push. I mean, this is a big ship though. Like, even if I'm pushing as fast as I can, it's
she's
not gonna.
smiling as she is BSing you 100%.
This is completely falling for it. Like, it would. I can't do that. I'm big, but I'm not like world-ending. Like normal
Nah,
dragon size.
I can see it if he like pushes off of the beach or off the dock.
I think she's just trying to keep me on the ship because she wants me to herself. But we got business to attend to.
She
Yeah.
mockingly, flirtatiously bats her eyelashes at you. It's so obvious to everyone other than Ruzid that she's just hamming it up.
Counterpoint, like Tati riding Ruzit through the street in Shu would like be a very powerful message to send.
It would project power for
Tati
sure.
goes over and gets in the harness. Come on,
Already on.
tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're
No,
100% right.
you're
She's already
100%
on it. She says,
She
"Let's
goes,
go, Rupert."
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
One of the few people I would agree to this with.
All right. So, Ruzid, I need you to roll an intimidation check.
No, I don't have proficiency, but I have a +3.
Awesome. With a 17, your regal draconic form is intimidating to the fishermen in the area.
Let's
They
go.
will
You know,
give you plenty of room. Yes, sir.
those spiders that keep pet frogs in nature?
Yes.
I like to imagine while Tati's like riding Rusa through the street, Coin is just walking below them.
Okay.
Like, here's a picture for reference. Coin's just sort of walking below Ruzid's legs as a part of the unit.
Okay. Hopefully not part of that unit, but
Not that unit.
Okay.
Sort of the.
Thank you.
I can't get the image he upload, but
Okay.
you know the one.
Yeah. Cool.
I'm surprised that Gilman isn't begging to come with us.
Gilman?
He
What
just
is good?
followed behind.
Oh, he just follows behind. He doesn't
He
beg.
just silently
happens to
follows
just-
without
just
saying anything.
along with.
Yeah, he was feeling seasick, so he just kind of like hopped off and hoped you guys wouldn't notice.
Well,
You
Coin
didn't think
did specifically go to like the general crew and told everyone, "You're free to leave the ship. Just be back in a few hours."
Yes, but Gilman is so off your radar that you didn't even see him come up down the gangplank behind you. And you're
Yeah.
just moseying, I guess, right? You're just moseying behind them?
Exactly.
Amazing.
He didn't even listen to Coin say we could leave on purpose, so he thought that he missed the memo to follow, and it's just kind of like trying to pretend like he knew what to do.
All right.
Yeah.
Saphira.
I would've-
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm
No, I was
checking
just
with
accounting
Saphira.
for like the rest of the crew who is not here, but I would imagine.
They
like-
have heard rumors, and they don't feel like being taken as slaves, so they will stay on board the ship.
Yeah, honestly, that checks out. Okay.
Saphira,
You were saying?
what are you doing?
Honestly, I think I'm just like getting off the ship and walking around without much of a care in the world, kind of looking around to see if I can figure out where the leaky keg is.
Okay. It's easy to find. The place is essentially just an entire collection of dive bars. You see the leaky keg. It's pretty run down. There's a reason why it's called the leaky keg. You want to go inside?
That's the place I love. So I'll go inside.
Okay. As you go inside, the people inside are rough, and you kind of feel comfortable here. You look around, and there's plenty of missing eyes, more than a few peg legs, and some hook hands. They look up at you, and they cheer. Hurrah! And everyone stands up and starts applauding.
I cheer back and I shout, "A round of ale for everyone on me."
Hurrah! Everyone cheers. The bartender smiles at you. Pay first, then.
Yeah, of course, of course. How much is that?
Oh, that's going to be 5 gold pieces, my lady.
Well, then make it 2 rounds. Here's 10.
He will take 10 gold pieces and open a new keg. Puts it on the counter. Come on by, guys. I'm not going to do all the walking. And he puts the tap in and lets them serve themselves. How would you guys like to proceed?
Think-
As the bar will form a generally semi-cohesive line to go and get drinks.
I'm gonna try to work the crowd a little bit. Just exchange stories of the sea. Just maybe get into a couple arm wrestling competitions, but also trying to
With
keep
men?
an ear open to with anyone who is willing.
Oh, you are
Arm-
too scary,
Uh,
and they respect you far too much to engage.
Biceps don't discriminate.
Are you going to challenge men to a arm wrestling match, Zafira?
So ordinarily I would, but in this case, because I know that we are trying to that's we're trying to get information on the world leaders. I am going to be more accommodating, and I know we're in Shu, and I know they don't want to like cross women there, so yeah. Essentially, my goal of working the crowd is trying to like pick up any rumors I can about the world leaders and what they might be up to,
Sure. Let's go
or
ahead and-
alternatively, purple. Actually, no, I don't think I'll approach Purple Frenzy just yet.
All right, let's roll your investigation check. With an 18, you'll hear rumors of the Crimson ships. There's been one in the nearby waters within the past 3 days. They're expected to come by for resupply in the next 2 days.
I'll say it to myself under my breath. Do I know what they're like?
Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Brutes. They come in best armor. All their limbs, in fact. And their teeth. Huh? They even have all their eyes. But they come in, they demand what they want, and they don't pay no respects to none of you nice folk. None of the ladies got any rights with the world leaders. No, ma'am. So, you will have to suffer some disrespect from them if you want to talk to them.
I've been disrespected worse by, I'd say better people, I'd say worse people. I'm not really sure which, but
But no one here, ma'am.
of course not. Of course not.
Oh,
We're all
excellent.
friends here.
Of course! Ah! They're very drunk. They were drinking before you arrived, and now you gave them more alcohol. Congratulations.
Let's go.
Okay. And you know what? I think this calls for another round. Bartender, here's another 5 gold. Let's
All right.
get another keg going.
He will get another keg going, and they will become even more inebriated.
And now is when I want to try and see if anyone's heard anything about the Purple Frenzy.
All right, you just gonna ask around, or how are we doing this?
So, in theory, I should be going with the subtle approach and like just I don't know, trying
Yes,
to find
but
some route
Grin's
where
not here.
where they feel like exactly. So so I'm going to so Saphira is going to like attempt to take the subtle approach, but then just kind of like accidentally blurt out something about over to figure out where all the Purple Frenzy's coming from, but apart from that,
Oh, it comes in off of the Cervantes vessels, or the ones from overseas, those Australian ships. Yeah. Yeah. They bring it in, but they don't give us none of it. Nah. We tried to get some of
they
it.
don't.
Huh?
Where are they taking it to? If they're not bringing it to you, if they're not sharing it with you,
Yeah, they go to the mainland. Okay? Yeah. Get this. Yeah, the mainland. Yeah, over to Sahua and Kesu. There's even turned. It's even turned, yeah. The next guy. What he meant to say. was that they went to Shimahama, and that's where the big loads get left, is up there. None of it goes past Sahua, though. No, no. Anything that goes to Sahura stays in Sahua. The junkies are there, you know. They got addicted due to a big massing of the stuff, and now they're all crazy. Oh, they gotta have it, and they'll fight each other and even eat each other for it, just to get the frenzy that's left on someone's body after a dose. It's cannibals they are now.
Heard something big had happened there.
Oh
Didn't
yeah,
realize it was
a
that
big
bad.
dragon tore up the countryside just outside town, and then the big explosion. And word is that it was the drugs. It spread all across the town, and here we go. Everyone was infected by this stuff. But, you know, I'm not sure how much truth that was. All we saw was a big Cervantes vessel like that one. She looks like that one. That it was spewing smoke out the side. Spread it all over Sahua. We can see it from way over here. Yeah. You see, Sahua's only a day away from here. You can, if you hop in the current, you can make it there in about 22 hours. Great fishing, though. Great fishing. Mackerel. That's where it's at. Mackerel. Yeah. Now I just gotta find a buyer before they all rot. So, forgive the impertinence, my lady. But what does Saphira do over here in Ryunosume? Because we heard that you're really wanted and that all the bounty hunters in the sea are looking for you. Nobody here's gonna mess with you. I mean, we all think you're a folk hero. Especially after the drinks.
Hey, well, I was wanted. I had a bounty out on. And you know what I did?
What did you do?
I went in there. And I collected my own bounty and walked right on out.
Yeah, you're that, lads. Talk about tall tales from the best of them. She walked in there and collected her own bounty. Just what the pirate princess should do. Probably still owed a lot of money on that hand. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. You bought us the drinks, though. Yeah. Thanks, by the way. If only the ale was good.
Hey, but if it were good, it would be hard to have so much of it.
Right? Yeah. You know what they say. Supplying the man. And I'm the man.
Exactly.
Right? I'd be your man, but I know I'd get killed for it. So, Saphira, are you willing to fulfill this man's fantasy of being with you? Or are you going to turn him down like the scum of the earth he is?
Oh, Saphira will, not even necessarily, like, I mean, yes, she is going to turn him down, but, like,
Of course.
kind of in a, like, she's just gonna, like, keep buying him drinks until he passes out.
Alright. Doesn't take much more. It's essentially just alcohol as opposed to any good ale. It has just been fermented to hell and back. Alright. So, this man will fall unconscious at your table along with his two friends. Saphira, I need a wisdom saving throw. Saphira, you can easily see their coin purses. You can easily,
stuff.
if you choose to, steal
Free
everything
stuff.
they own. Because, after all, the temptation is strong, Saphira.
Yeah.
And you see the pulsing of the vein in their neck. Just a little taste. That's all it would take. After all, it's been a while. You're so hungry, Saphira.
Well, okay. Wait. What could be the harm?
Okay. So, do you consume the blood of this sailor fisherman?
Does Gilman see any of this, or is he just
Gilman, what are you
just getting
doing?
frenzy right now?
He's just in the corner, like, asking people where he can get a hit of the frenzy. He's not paying attention.
Fair enough.
They don't have any. They will tell you that they don't have any, but if you want some, it's all on the mainland.
Nothing but good decisions happening in this bar.
Of course. What's Coin doing?
Kind of depends on what the whole unit was doing. I kind of figured it was a whole B plot. I don't want to interrupt,
Okay.
but I would have assumed Coin would have thrown out the idea of of Tati entering both Coin and Ruzit into like a dog and pony show,
Of course. Out
and just
front.
trying to make bank off of it.
Absolutely, Tati would be down for this. And
That's where
it's
my-
out front and having a dragon petting zoo.
Exactly, yeah. And Grung petting zoo.
Yes.
No one's really spending money on that part though.
Hot damn. Yeah, she's going to warn people about the Grung petting zoo, and one specific large burly man is going to come over. I'll lick him for a silver.
Make it 2 and we got a deal.
Done. And he gives Tati the 2 silver pieces and comes over to get his lick on you.
Coin just like raises an arm out to him.
All right. He licks up your arm and does not get poisoned.
Good for him.
Instead, he
Wow.
gets a buzz.
He's got a strong immune system. I respect it.
He's getting high off of the poison.
Yep.
Yeah, just a micro lick.
I knew that's why they kept him in Rathus. And he will wander off and faceplant into a wall.
Yeah,
Nice.
correct.
Big plays.
Coin will take 1 silver back from Tati. He splits it with her. Like she gets 1, he gets 1.
She smiles at you and just palms it to you. No sweat.
Yeah.
You guys have done this type of trade many, many times.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Cool. All right, Gilman, you look over, and Saphira, are you being stealthy about consuming?
For once in my life, yes.
Please roll your stealth check. It's going to be wonderful. Gilman, I need a perception check to beat a DC 25.
Wow.
Oh.
Where did that come from?
Gilman, you see Saphira, the pirate princess, bend over one of the passed out drunks at the table. She pulls the shirt to the side. Saphira, could you please describe what happens next?
Kira will lean over the drunken man as if she's trying to check his vital signs, which I mean I suppose she kind of is, checking heartbeats, feeling the blood flow through him, and as she checks one of the pulse points on his neck. She'll lean down and bite.
Okay. Is there any reaction to this, Gilman?
Gilman's gonna walk over and just kind of like whisper to Saphira, "Can we share? Do I have to find my own?"
So
Saphira,
based.
what's your reaction to that? To being interrupted by Gilman, of all people.
She will jump backwards, startled. Oh, I didn't see it there. Sure. I mean, there's plenty of ale to go around for everyone. You're perfectly free to have some. Just go up to the keg at the front of the bar, and you can have as much of it as you want. Really, very
He's just gonna keep walking into the bar.
Okay. You're gonna go to the bar and get another mug of ale?
The nerve of this guy.
Vera is very certain that he did not catch her.
Okay.
Totally got away with it.
Right. She's wrong, but it's the best part. All right. Saphira, you feel a surge of power within you. You gain inspiration.
Power up.
You also have advantage on your next attack roll.
Mm.
Double power up.
Vera thinks to herself. Or
She thinks to herself more.
what doesn't everyone this? It could be better.
Visit a blood bank.
Why would Amber want to ever stop feeling like this?
You say as the life slowly drains from the man in front of you.
Yep, he's gonna bleed out there at the table. All right. So, do you guys leave the leaky keg, or what's the plan?
Apparently, Toddy set up a dragon petting zoo. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
It may or may not be within earshot. That's at Eric's discretion.
sure. Speaking of within earshot, hello, Sison.
Hello, hello. Not too late to jump in here.
It is
Welcome
not.
back.
So, Sison, they have arrived in Rio no Sume and are currently at the Leaky Keg Bar. Where would Sison be?
At this point, I'm sure it's been a rocky ride to get here, as I've only picked up bits and pieces. So he was checking out the local drinks they have available and topping off his wine skin he carries around with something new.
Okay. Cool. So, you fill it up easily. I need a perception check from you, Sison, as you are in the bar.
Okay, give me just one quick second to get my sheet up.
Sure. Take your time getting it up. Phrasing.
Me with poor phrasing? No, never.
No, never. Hopefully you had a good time while you were out.
Oh, it was lovely.
Awesome.
Great time, but, you know, I had to rush back because how could I miss this?
Oh, I understand.
I take it you didn't catch the encore.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I did. Ooh, I might actually...
Really? Oh, that's even better then, yeah.
So, Sison, it looks like a nice
Wow.
club. You look around and things appear very normal. Saphira has been interrogating a couple of men who are passed out drunk on the table. You look over and you see Tati, Ruzin, and Coin running a petting zoo scam. And
It's outside.
the person
Not a
in front
scam.
of
They get what they pay for.
Yeah. They get the. Someone
Or a
looked me.
scheme.
What's the
A
scam
petting
at
zoo
this point?
scheme. We'll go with the scheme.
Scheme is more accurate.
Okay. But Sison, as you go up towards the bar to get your wineskin filled, turning around in front of you is Gilman.
Jesus, this guy.
Hey, is that that sky person I heard of?
Yeah, sure.
Well, Saphir said she's buying drinks, so enjoy.
Oh, will do. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I think someone's calling me over there. Yeah, Ruzin wants something. So you get some drinks with Saphira for sure. I'm gonna slide away from him real quick.
Sazen, the most recent interaction you should be up to date with on Gilman is he served you the worst sushi you've ever tasted in your life.
Yes.
Like,
Oh well, the good
like
news is
torture
I'm vegan,
level.
So, or not vegan. I'm vegetarian, so I don't know how much of that I was gonna eat anyway.
Fair enough.
Fish are vegetarians too.
That's true. It depends on what he was making.
Swordfish sushi.
Are you a pescatarian, perchance, Sazen?
No fish, no like animals of any form. Just sticking with greens or green adjacent. Doesn't necessarily have to be the color green.
I'm green adjacent.
I love green
and green.
too.
Yes, but
Not
you're
all
also closer
greens.
to fish.
All you need to know is Coin handed you a food without telling you what it was, and you did not like it.
Right. That sounds about right. So Corin's the one who poisoned me.
Inadvertently.
I believe you're immune to
That's what I
poison,
told
though.
Saphira.
Yeah, I'm immune to poison. I think it's disease, not poison.
Okay.
Yeah, it's disease. But I mean,
Yeah.
with my constitution, I'm effectively immune.
You survived.
Every time with this group somehow.
That's all. I'm just letting you know.
All right. So you've gotten information that the world leaders are going to be here in 2 days. Is there anything you would like to do today as part of your interrogation of the locals here in Rio no Sume?
Do we have
I
any
mean-
sort of plan for actually getting them on our side when we speak with them, or even getting in to speak with them instead of just getting turned away at the door?
Nope. We are winging it.
Yeah, all right, cool.
I mean, we do know that the enemy of my... What was it saying? We know we have a common enemy. We know this guy doesn't like Sageos or his whole MO. And we can use that as
why
leverage.
doesn't he like Sageo?
I think you'd have to ask Eric for specifically, but my understanding is like he doesn't like the whole drug trade going into their territory.
Yep.
Because world leaders kind of have their own. They control the waters up here.
Yep. It's
And
essentially
Sageos is-
territorial wars of
Yeah.
infringement and getting into their business.
Yep, that.
All right. We have something to work off of. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a whole fleet from them, because then they have to leave their whole territory, which seems to be the thing they're worried about. But maybe if we get like at least a few good fighters or something like that, or even one ship, would probably be helpful.
Yeah, literally just a ship of competent guys could make the difference.
Are we going to offer them a share of like the rewards, or is it just like this is in your best interest too? What do we think?
Coin would have run by, because unless you're like outside talking to him, you would have known that Coin is like, they can come along and whatever loot they find, they get to keep. Along with that, it's an opportunity to cut off exports from Australia, the drug export, essentially.
Yep, seems reasonable.
Cut off the competition, pick up loot along the way, is the deal. Along with
Well, I
like
mean,
inner
yeah.
knowledge that there is a lot of loot there. Now the part that Sazen may not like, and I'd Sazen may or may not even know, is like Sageos' lab has a lot of like frenzy there, if I remember correctly. And there is a scenario where the world leaders might end up grabbing drugs to solicit in their own territory, which would be bad.
we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm more than happy to have them come join us, and then
Yeah.
honestly, take care of any problems that may arise.
Yeah, if nothing else, we would be shutting down production, and then that's just we could destroy whatever we find. Anything left is like it's non-renewable.
Yeah, like if I get to it first and can destroy it, great. Otherwise, it was gonna go out anyway. So like I don't want them to be taking any out, and I'll do my best to stop them. But realistically speaking, if we didn't have them to get there in the first place,
Yeah.
probably wouldn't matter.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Not bad. And then 2 days to chill.
Do the world leaders have a distinguishing like emblem, insignia, some sort like? Do they have a flag that we
Yes.
might have identified somewhere in this city?
They do have a flag, but it would not be in this city. You might see a couple of vandalisms of it. It is a map of Toivoa with open jaws consuming it.
Metal.
That's
Okay.
cool. Not gonna lie.
Okay. Just curious. Coins, keeping an eye out.
If I can actually show you. Let me grab that real quick here. Give me a moment. I will pull it up for you. Go ahead. You can continue while I pull that up.
I would just imagine an hour or two pass while this scheme transpires outside before Saphira and Sazin and Gilman emerge from the bar at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pointedly ignoring the scheme.
Hey, Sazin! 1 silver. You get 2 silvers, you get a lick. 1, you get a pet.
Oh, so tempting, so tempting. I'm just gonna take a really heavy draw from my wineskin. You know, maybe later. We'll see about it.
You're last.
Oh, truly, is it?
No.
All right. I put the emblem in the Discord channel for you guys.
Okay.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, sick. Yeah. I dig it. Yeah, I would imagine by the end of this, Tati is counting through the payout of it.
Yeah. You
Bruise
guys
it.
have collected, each of you has collected 3 gold pieces.
Ruzid
Rich.
undeniably got the most attention.
That actually sounds pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we're
was,
just gonna
was
walk out the
comfy.
bar and ask if there's free samples.
The bartender looks at you. No. But she
No,
paid
no,
for
to
all
like
of these.
petting zoo to lick him.
Wait. Like, Coin looks at him like, he wants to say no, but Saphira's voice echoes in his head. It's like, earn their respect or something like that. And he'll say, all right. He raises his arm out to you.
All right, you
And
gotta
he
lick.
licks it.
All right, need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Go.
Nice.
You get a buzz.
Just like that sushi from last night.
Was it? From where I'm from, that's not a compliment, but glad you're into it.
He just keeps walking.
Cool. Awesome.
Now, at some point, well, Coin has made some makeshift signs and all that. He picks it all up, cleans the place, then says, while we're here, you guys were in there. You learn anything about the world leaders? He says, looking to particularly Saphira and Sazin.
Oh, the world eaters, they'll be resupplying here in a couple of days, actually.
No kidding. Huh. Could be perfect. Well, all the more reason
So,
to
yeah,
stay in town a little longer.
so yeah, yeah. They did mention it's like a not long of a voyage to Sahul if we wanted to stop by there, but I think it makes more sense to just stay here. And oh, I did find out that oh, like
Oh, you got a
they
little
got a lot of
something on
shipments
you.
going to.
Were you drinking wine?
Hi, I was drinking wine. Hi.
Oh,
Uh,
wow. High bar place. Sorry, you were saying?
very high bar. It's very fancy. You should try the ale. It's high quality.
I might.
Meanwhile,
It's
the
just
camera
like
looks into the bar and looks at the table that's covered in blood and the dead guy that's at the table.
Here,
yeah,
thinks to herself, okay, next time I should.
You broke up. Repeat that.
Uh, Sophia thinks to herself, okay, next time I should clean that up first.
Dude, did you do a line of some guy's blood?
I don't think there's any way to prove that happened. Um, I did find out that really big shipments of frenzy go up to Shimahaba. Like they do
Oh.
send frenzy to Kaisu and Sahula, but I think Shimahaba might be an important stop to go to.
I could see that. Eric,
I don't
Did
know
we-
who it's going to there, but
did we at any point confirm? I'm just double checking. We know the World Eater and Sageos like aren't working together, right?
Right.
Like Sageos isn't. Okay, just double checking on that.
That would be really bad.
Because if that were the case, then we would literally be like walking into a trap.
Yeah, you guys did a
But-
little bit of research into
what's the
that.
worst that could happen?
That's what I thought, but I just hearing that there was a shipment made me want to ask. Coin will agree that investigating that's probably a good idea. I'm thinking, at the very least, spending a day here, asking some more questions about the World Eater to locals, could lead to something beneficial, as opposed to just going straight to their HQ.
Is this discussion happening like outside the bar at this point?
Yeah, this is like while we're cleaning up the petting zoo.
Oh. This is like, well,
It's like hay
why don't
bale.
we just try to talk to the people who, like, you know, the higher ups, instead of just talking to all the commoners? I mean, wouldn't they have more information? They'd definitely probably be willing to listen to us. I think we got that sort of aura. Like, I think
Yeah.
we can kind of go wherever, probably.
The higher ups of what?
I don't know, like whoever, like the administration of this town or whatever, or like the, I don't know what the hierarchy of stuff looks like here.
Yeah, I feel like asking the sheriff would not be the best idea, unless he's paid off. Then it'd be a really good idea. Let's go see if there's like an administration somewhere, some sort of a office.
Like the sheriff, like I don't know, like maybe the people running this town also don't like the frenzy everywhere and it's like killing their people.
But
I
just
mean,
go
I can
find
see
the
that.
guy with the biggest hat. Usually that guy is like in charge of something.
I don't know if that's a great indicator, Coin, but we can roll with that. if
Tell
you
me this,
want.
Ruse. How many times have you seen a guy with a really big hat that wasn't important?
I'm wearing a really big hat right now.
And do you consider yourself not important?
I do not consider myself in charge.
But you consider yourself important.
That's a fair call. All right, yeah.
So, one for me.
I'll toss you a coin.
Would you consider yourself not important if it would help me win this argument?
I could be convinced.
I don't really know what to bargain with right now. I don't got the energy for this crap. Coin, you win. Okay, what are we doing?
We're looking for the guy with the biggest head. Or
Great, let's do that.
a big office building.
Okay.
We can do that too.
In reality, Coin is looking
And isn't
for...
there like a keep in the center of this place? Like, there's probably a big building.
Coin's looking for a centerpiece to the town. The heart of the town. Tallest building, biggest hat.
Sure.
Whatever he can find.
Coming out of the lighthouse, as if he just got done with a meeting, you see a very large man with gray skin and a black beard. He's dressed in a brown duster with a hat.
Ooh.
It doesn't really match the rest of the environment. He's obviously not from here, but he does have a hat.
Does it have a brim?
A very wide brim, yes.
That's all I needed to hear. Coin's gonna approach him.
He looks over at you as you approach. Well, can I help you, little varmint?
Damn.
It's before anything. Is he alone?
You look
There-
around, and toddling behind him, there's a little rock creature carrying this guy's luggage for him.
Not Varmin. Seatut Coin is the name, actually.
Ah, nice to make your acquaintance. What can I do you for?
Oh, we're just in town. I can't get over the fact that he has a big hat. That makes me really happy.
My name's Judge Steele, president and founder of the Lost Lore Company. How can I make your day better there, Mr. Seatoad Coin?
Wait, Lost Lore Company. That rings a bell. Wait,
We're
Coin,
in town.
come to the
Yeah.
side for a moment before you keep talking to him.
One moment. Coin ducks over.
Wait, isn't that like competition? Isn't the Lost Lore Company like the other guild?
Competition to what? The consortium?
Yeah.
It does ring a bell. I don't think he'd like to know what our association is.
Yeah, let's keep it down low. Anyways, continue talking to him.
Hey there. I'm sort of a freelance cartographer with my crew here.
Oh, excellent! Nice to make your acquaintance, Mr. Seatoad Coin. What exactly are you doing here in Rio no Sume? You looking for some employment, or what exactly can I do for you?
It's never off the table, but
Of
particularly
course it's not. Now,
I'm filling out.
I'm in the bit of a market for some maps of the nearby waters, any good fishing spots or general caves of goodness. Anything that might interest the general public, you understand?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you got any of those, I'm very interested.
Oh,
So sure you
yeah.
do. So let's go ahead and put them on the table right over here. Come right over here. He kicks over a
Yes,
barrel.
please. Absolutely. This is what I'm here for.
Yeah, just don't put slaying me on the quest list. How about that?
He looks up at the dragon. For now. Kid, I don't kill any dragons that don't talk to me and be kind. Especially none with such a fine specimen of womanhood. Well, hot damn, little missy. Nice to make your acquaintance. And he tips his hat to Tati. Judge Steele, Esquire, at your service.
Hi,
Tati.
I'm Tati.
Tati looks at him. Riza, let's go.
I know you want to go, but I kind of need to hear this conversation.
She just gets up in the harness and waits.
I'm sorry, Toddy. We
So-
can go soon.
So, Mr. Coin, how much you want for the maps?
Well,
Especially
I'm really
the ones
here.
about the fishing holes. You said that those are good ones, so those are what I'm really looking for. Of course, the ones about the caves, those I'm looking for too. After all, gotta get some exploration in.
Well, I've been marking them on all the way from, really all the way from the
from
central
all
wall
over
to
the
here.
place. That's really good. I'm glad to hear it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty extensive, especially around the coasts.
Did you
I'd
say it's
Bear.
extensive or expensive?
What's the difference?
Why not both?
Ah, so, how much you want for him, Mr. Coin? I'll buy him
Well,
right off
really-
you.
Wouldn't be a bad starting point to get, bottom half of my leg in weight of gold. Say like 400 or 500 gold.
400 or 500 gold. Now look who's pulling my leg. For a piece of paper with some ink on it. It's not like you really worked hard at it or anything.
I am
seriously,
offended, sir.
putting pen
mean,
to paper ain't hard.
You'd
You
be
could make that
surprised
money.
how much pieces of paper are worth.
You go to some of these fishing spots, you'll make that money back in about a week.
Yeah, I'm not looking to spend that much time. And you
Wanna
said
give
that
me a
there's this thing
counteroffer?
about paper that's really good. They sell a piece of paper just down the way down there. It contains this flour. Oh, man. Best stuff ever. Expensive as all hell, though. Yep.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Say flour?
Yeah, it's a flower, yeah. It's one of them black lotuses.
Oh.
I thought you were trying to sell me salvia or something.
No!
I
no.
was just talking about expensive pieces of paper because some pieces of paper have magic words on them, and that makes them really expensive.
Yeah, that black lotus paper's got magic words all over it.
Oh, so let you cast a cool spell?
Kind of.
Hmm. Well, we're getting a little off topic here.
You
Why don't you give me a counter offer on these
Oh, yeah.
piece of paper?
Tell you what. I'll give you 120 gold for all your maps.
This ain't a perpetuity, right? Like, you're getting a copy of my
Oh,
map.
no. What you got now?
Well, I got a couple maps. I have notable spots. I have a pronunciation key map.
I
That's
don't
pretty
need
important.
that. I know how to talk right on everything.
Fair enough.
Test him, Coin. Have him read some of the stuff.
I ain't gonna show him it like that. He's just gonna memorize it.
No, not the key. Just show him, like, the words without the pronunciation key.
Well, actually, that brings me to my next one. I have a whole map of one of the eastmost countries. What was the name of it again? Starts with an L?
Australia. Australia.
Oh,
Where's
you
it?
got a map of Australia. Well, that's kind of
was trying
handy.
I was trying to tee him up. Okay.
No, I wanted to make sure you didn't win.
Australia, yeah.
Yep, that's the one.
Uh,
I got a
Actually,
whole.
I think it's Austria.
I think you're
I gotta-
wrong.
I got about half of it mapped out now. I was hoping to get the rest mapped out later. 'Cause
I'll
I
buy
had
what
to
you got
leave.
now.
Oh, fair enough. That's another one of the options. Now, is this 120 per map or?
Oh, for the tube.
Yeah, dude's
Fair
trying
enough.
to scam you. He's trying to get the whole bundle for 90% off.
I can't say I'm a fan of it, Ruse. It feels like double the map. At least, give me 50% up on that 120.
I'll give you 20% up.
Let's call it like 150. 150 gold flat.
Deal. 150 gold.
Coin will shake on it. To put a glove on.
Grum, give the man his gold. The little rock creature comes around. Hello, friend. I will give you gold now. And he opens his mouth wide and reaches down into his throat, and you hear the jiggling of coins. And he will slowly pull 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he repeats all the way through 150 gold. One
I
at
was
a time
hoping
on
he
the
would
table.
just vomit them all out,
Nope.
but that's.
Why is there so much vomiting this session? What's up with that?
Well, luckily he didn't. I was just hoping he would.
Nope, I didn't. Tell you what. I'm looking for somebody, and I wanted to know if you knew anything about him.
Okay.
Coin says as he's handing him like copies of these maps he has.
Yeah. Now, you don't know any of them wizards, do you?
Yeah, what kind of wizard?
Well,
What type?
frankly,
Because if you're looking for like a wizard of love, I don't know any therapists.
I'm a wizard in training. Look, and then he tries to cast the spell. Ignis.
nothing happens.
Still training.
Yeah.
I know wizard.
So, they say that this wizard super powerful and super evil. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Say
tell.
he's got a mustache. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He here enslaved my
That-
little boy here, Grum, for a long time. Grum just
Yeah.
nearly escaped. He's kind of on the run now. If you know where to find the mustachioed wizard, I'd like to know. And I'll pay you handsomely for the truth.
Exactly what I love to hear, and let me tell you, I see a lot of people, so I could certainly send that information your way when it crosses mine.
Oh,
What
so
is
you
it?
don't
What
know
else
him
does he
yet?
look like? You just know he has a mustache?
Frankly, Grum sucks at descriptions. He says he's got 2 arms, 2 legs, 2 heads. I'm not sure on the 2 heads
2
thing.
heads. Wait,
Right?
what?
But the big thing that he's got is a mustache.
Could
It
it
took-
be? Could it be Curse's name?
Who?
With the mustache?
Oh yeah, doesn't that guy have a mustache? Curse's name?
Hey, let me know. Hold on, I might have an image for you. And by an image, I mean I'm going to change my face. Coin pulls out the magic mustache,
Gnome face
And he-
mustache.
the gnome face mustache, and he equips it.
You hear a yelp from behind the individual in front of you. The little rock creature faints and crumbles onto the ground.
Coin pulls it off as quick as he can.
Oh, well, unfortunately, it
Late.
doesn't come off. That's the best part. You're stuck with it for an hour.
Am I? Crap.
No.
It's not. To be clear, still
I think
coin,
that's the way it works. Let me double check. Oh,
purely cosmetic.
I gotta get me some of those and shut him up. Something fierce, huh?
Certainly would.
Ah,
Yeah, I
But,
think it's that guy. Whatever Coin looks like right now.
that guy's got a bit of a goatee, though, doesn't he?
Oh. Okay,
No.
maybe it's not Curse's name then.
Maybe
But Curse's
not.
name.
What's his name anyway?
I'm not gonna say it. Curse's
Oh.
name.
Knick-knack,
Curse his name.
Chicelli, curse his name.
Curse his name.
Curse's name! Why'd you say it? Curse's name.
So I could curse it, obviously.
I don't even want to give his name the light of day.
I like to hit the paint job. Feel like he gets a bad rap.
Curse's name.
You hear Curse's name, Sison, and you also hear this Gilman. What do you guys respond to Curse's name out in the street?
At this point, I'm kind of numb to it. I'm just like, I'll figure it out when he tries to kill us at some point. Doesn't matter till then.
Gilman?
And he's just gonna kind of look at Sizen and Saphir and mimic their reaction.
Okay. Cool. Well, whoever this little varmint is, spit on his corpse.
I can do that.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
also
yes.
dissolved their corpse.
Well, that'd be interesting. Say, as a question for you. You,
Yeah.
and don't take this personal or anything, but you ever thought about bottling your spit?
It's funny you mention that.
We already thought about it, and no.
Same. I know a guy who knows a guy who'd like to know a guy about doing that sort of thing.
All I can tell you is you need some special vials for it. Something that could withstand the heat, so to speak.
Understood.
The acidity.
Oh, it's been a pleasure working with you there, Mr. Coin.
A few more things. First, can I
Yeah.
get your name in writing? just for the sake of, sending it later.
Sure. Here's my card. And he hands you a card. It says Judge Steele.
Is it just like STEEL?
Yep.
Okay.
Judge Steele.
Corn will take the card, pocket it. Like he's doing his own little writing, regarding the mustache wizard. And then he'll
Also-
say, go ahead.
Do you know much about like the leadership of this place?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just got out of a meeting with the leader. She's
Oh.
quite a lady. Yeah. Hashikiko. She's up at the top of the lighthouse. She keeps a pretty firm eye out on the seas around here. Powerful sorceress she is.
Oh,
Might check her
Looks
out.
like it's someone we'll want to talk to next, Coin.
definitely. One last question.
Sure.
You know much? I keep hearing this name pop up since we came around. You know anything about the World Eaters?
Oh, yeah. I gotta get out of here before they arrive. They and me don't exactly jive. See,
Understandable.
we don't get along. They're kind of oppressive and repressive and obsessive, etc. They're kind of this whole
Many ibs.
The essives. They're just bad.
That's it.
Probably not progressive. I'm hearing that's like the one exception.
Well, that's kind of what they claim.
Excessive?
I would say they're definitely excessive.
I believe you.
They believe in a one world government ruled by a communist party.
I didn't know
Criminal.
one world government ruled by the dragons.
He looks at you. The rest of the people in the room look at you. Tachi looks at you. Everyone glares at you, Rusid.
I mean, what?
Read the room, bud.
Sorry, it's Freudian slip.
You have to excuse my friend here. He's very creative. He talks about these fictional works all the time. So, we're gonna go have a talk with that sorceress, I reckon.
All
I
right.
appreciate the business.
Absolutely, y'all. Nice doing business with you. Is that your nice vessel over there?
Beg pardon?
The big one. The one that don't fit like the rest of them. There was a song when I was a kid. One of these things ain't like the others. One of these things doesn't belong.
You can stop
And
now.
your ship is that thing.
Oh yeah, no. We have a big operation,
Ah, well, you
charting these
interested in,
waters.
you interested in selling?
Maybe in the future, not immediately. Give you my card.
Sure.
Call me back and, you'll hear from me if it's on the market.
Got it. Yeah, I guess it'll be my hollerback gun.
Yeah, send an old send in stone to Cetoid Coin. Coin says, trying to fake a southern accent to get on this guy's good side.
Yeah, absolutely. Just remember, I ain't no hollerback guy. But, you'll be my hollerback gun. Cool? Alright, nice doing business with you. Come on, dude.
Oh yeah, I'll be around that track.
He reaches down to lift up his rocky friend. Come on, Groom. Let's get going. He wobbles up into a vertical position and hides his eyes. Is the mustachioed one gone now, friend judge? No, not yet. Keep your eyes closed. I'll guide you. And Judge stands behind him and starts guiding him down the street away from you.
Oh.
Funny. We'll walk out.
I guess we're off to what's her name?
Can we wait an hour? Cause I
Actually-
really would prefer to not have my first impression be this.
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's go get lunch.
Well,
All right.
yeah,
So,
you
Well,
get
this
lunch.
while this is all going on, what has Saphir been up to? Because we left Saphir behind for a while, unattended.
I don't think Saphira would be getting up to anything new at this point. Like, I think she'd probably just be looking to rejoin everyone else.
Okay, cool. What is Gilman doing? Just watching along?
Yeah, as Saphira came up, he and Saphira kind of like whispered to each other about what was going on, but that was it.
Okay, got it. Sison?
I've been eyeing his hat and trying to figure out if his or mine looks bigger and better.
Okay. Tati will encourage you that size doesn't matter.
I feel slightly downtrodden, but still very proud of my hat.
Okay.
Size does matter. Big hats are important.
I need to find a special feather for this hat.
Cool. Alright, so you guys can take a short rest. Get all cleaned up before meeting the administration of the island.
Just to check real quick, did we take a long rest in the time I was gone?
You did. You were
Yeah, you would
you
have.
were at
That
sea
was
for several
still some
days.
damage.
Mhm. Yeah, after an hour passes, Coin would be intent on finding the stand-in, the de facto mayor, sorceress, what have you.
You guys can walk up to the lighthouse. As you do so, the door opens of its own accord.
Coin would even, I think, this is kind of contextual, but he would almost, I don't know how strong the whole matriarchy thing is in Shu, but he would almost encourage Saphira or Tati to maybe, like, take the lead,
Are these like
depending on the
big
vibe.
doors?
The doors are human size.
Oh, Well-
Tanya,
maybe there's a
Happy
nice
to-
courtyard. That'd be good.
and I'd be happy to help you out there, but I must admit that I was chatting with Gilman about something. It's not a big deal, nothing to worry about. No, like, yeah, nothing to worry about at all.
Just be ready to
but-
schmooze if I need you.
Okay, what? Who are we seeing and what's for again? I heard something about a sorceress.
Important big hat sorceress lady.
Ashi
Might-
Keiko? I think that's
She
her
knows
name.
what Keiko. She knows what goes on in the waters up here, up north. Might know something about the world leaders.
We see if there's like a courtyard where we could have this meeting.
The what?
Like
You
a
guys are at the
courtyard
front
or an
door.
open.
There's
open
an open
space.
space in front, but
Wow.
the doors opened and nobody came out.
Coin will knock on the open door. Sort
As
of a
you do
weird
so,
here.
A face on the door appears and speaks to you.
Coin knocks
Enter.
on the face.
Now, enter. Hashikiko welcomes you to Rio no Sume.
Guess we'll have to ask Hashi about better open space. Can't fit through this door.
Yeah, is there like, hey door, is there like a courtyard or like an open top area for my large
Welcome and come
friend?
in. Hashikiko waits for you.
I don't think the
knocks on
door
it
has a
again.
mind. I think you just gotta talk to Hashi.
Roll an Arcani check. Arcani check.
Or Connie.
With the 7, it could be anything here that's causing this door to be able to talk. You've seen talking doors before.
Yeah. Coin knocks on it again and then walks in.
Hello, and welcome to Hashikiko's establishment. Please enter and make yourself at home.
Press 1 for more options.
Welcome to Movie Phone. Aha! You guys are too young for movie phone.
No, but I had a flip phone. I called a few numbers to get like ringtones.
Yes.
I get it.
Back
Yeah,
when
coin walk.
Blockbuster was a thing, there was a service you could call called Movie Phone. It was the precursor to Netflix, so you could just go there and get your tickets before you could buy them online.
Nice.
They didn't adapt.
It
They could've-
lasted a long time. Like, even after the internet really took off, you could still get Movie Phone, and they ended not too long ago.
Oh, well, good for them then.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, Corin walks in.
going in, as you walk inside, it's pretty sparse. The decor in here is very nautical. You see a couple ship's wheels, some nets, a couple fishing poles, a couple paddles. There's a kayak off to the side. And sitting at a desk at the far end of the room, you see a fairly imposing woman. She's 5'11", and she is built. Muscle mommy would apply here.
Okay.
Damn.
She looks at you. Have you been let off your leash?
Can I just say, Tati? Hi, I'm Tati.
Okay.
Just 'cause-
Hello. Is this yours?
Yeah, that's my my frog, my grung butler. And
Ah,
Coin winces it up at Tati. Well,
very
he's really
well.
he's actually very bright. And I
I'm
have to think
sure.
about how Tati would phrase this, but it's the kind of thing Coin probably like coached everyone about. Like, I'm probably not going to be allowed to talk here, so she'll say, like, so I don't know if you saw the big ship. That's our ship. We're from Nausha doing some charting.
And you stole
and-
Cervantes' vessel.
Well, commandeered is more appropriate.
Interesting.
It's a long story,
I'm
really,
sure it is.
but it's a very nice ship, and we just wanted to know what you know about the world eaters for good purposes. We want to know.
Interesting. And what do you have to offer me in order for me to share the information of Rio no Sume on the World Eaters?
We have no shortage of live performers, if that's to your interest. Alternatively, not everyone goes for the live performers, so we could work out a payment too, or
How far away is this conversation happening from like the entrance to this whole area?
30 feet?
30 feet. Who's just gonna poke his head in and say, if you need like help with anything, we can help.
that's
You
Ruzit.
have a dragon.
Yes.
I saw it outside.
Is there like a courtyard where this meeting can occur? Because I can't be in there.
He's really well behaved. Just
I'm
chatty.
sure he is. After all,
But-
most dragons would have gone rampaging through the city. Kudos to you, madam, on your taming of such a magnificent creature.
Oh, you should see him when we're flying. He can do like a spin in the air. It's great.
I heard that spinning is a good trick.
It's the best. And again, if you want that as payment, happy to show you it.
I
not,
prefer
what
Wait,
I
I'm
think-
not paying it.
practical.
No, you're not Ruzit. I think what Ruzit is saying is if you need us to do a job for you or fight someone, that is also an option.
We're more than capable.
Well, there is a bit of an issue north of here on the mainland. It's not far. It's only about an hour's sail from here. But there is a slight infestation that needs to be removed. I can draw you a map, and should you manage to eliminate the infestation, I would gladly share my information about the world leaders with you.
That is totally doable. And infestation of what exactly?
Lycanthropic crabs.
Right. Yeah, we've encountered those.
There's
Coin.
a small encampment that needs to be purified.
Coin is going to like lean towards Tati and go, "What is lycanthropic?" And I imagine she would say like, "I'm googling this as I'd say it." She would tell
They're
him,
were creatures, Coin. They're were creatures. Like werewolves, but
like monsters.
honestly, I'm not even sure how that would even work.
I think
They'd
they're
probably be pretty cool.
Coin. I think they're bad crabs is probably what Tati would say.
Bad crabs.
That's exactly what Tati would say is they're bad crabs, Coin. They're bad crabs.
They're bad crabs.
Bad crabs. Yeah.
She has a case of bad crabs that needs to be taken care of by some of us.
Yeah. And Tati would say,
Thank you for laughing. You're not supposed to laugh at that one. It's wrong and dirty.
"Clearing
thank you for
crabs is
laughing.
our specialty. That's the flight risk. That's our specialty."
Very well. Go ahead and eliminate them. Here's the map. It's not far. You'll find it very easily. They've erected a statue of a woman, apparently some goddess of theirs, and we need to have it torn down as they are drawing their lycanthropic powers from it. Very simple.
Did you
Any
say the
questions?
crabs made a statue?
They're lycanthropes. Yes, the crabs made a statue.
Oh yeah, I'm right. I'm impressed they could. You know, not
They
impressed.
have the ability to change shape at will, and in their human shape, they manage to sculpt a statue. It's not that far-fetched.
It's not. Most of us can actually change shape. You should see Ruzid. He changes shape so
your
good.
dragon pet.
This is only one type of Ruzid, but back
Are
to
there
the
more
crab.
types of Ruzid that we could acquire?
Oh yeah,
How many
there's
Ruzids
No, there's
do
only
you
one
have?
of me. There's only one.
He
there's only
lied
one
then?
Ruzid, but Ruzid comes in many shapes and sizes.
I do.
She looks
Just
at
not-
you, looks over at Coin, looks at Tati, looks back at Ruzid. Uh-huh.
Coin can't change shape. He's just like that.
I'm sure he is.
And Coin continues to grimace at Tati.
Great bird.
Ensure that you put collars on them, especially if you go to the mainland, because on the mainland, should they be seen, especially the male grung here, your butler, you said, should he be seen without a collar, someone will place one upon him and then have legal rights over his body.
I didn't say he's just a butler. He's very multifaceted, but
I'm sure he provides you with excellent services.
I've been wondering about the rules with like non-humanoids. Like, do you guys even care?
The males are usually neutered and kept as pets. The
Right.
females are put to burden and generally either shipped off to Corlin or ensured that they do not breed extensively.
Coin
guess
is
I'm just-
whispering to Tati, and Tati's going, "No, I'm not. I won't. I'm not gonna give her your card. I don't think that's a good idea." And then she'll thank. What was the sorceress's name?
Hashikiko.
Hashi
Put it
Kiko.
in chat for you.
I thank you. Tati will say, "Thank you, Hashi Kiko. We will clear the crabs and come back in very little time."
Well, I guess Hashi. I guess I'll just keep assuming I'm out of bounds of the rules.
I'm certain. But please, do take care of my crab problem, and when you are done, please come again.
Right.
How far away is this place?
An hour north of here by ship. Perhaps less with the Cervantes vessel.
I think you all should just fly on my back for like 30 minutes. It'd be way faster.
Are you going to want to fly an hour back after a fight, I should say? Like, even if it's an easy fight, it just feels exhausting.
I don't think it would exhaust Ruzid to fly for. It's not even that long. Like probably 30 minutes to an hour wouldn't be super exhausting. I would assume. I mean, is that a good assumption?
Mm,
I mean, I hear it.
Action efforts.
we don't know how strong these crabs are.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about like the exertion of flying for like 30 minutes to an hour.
No, you're fine. You'd be fine.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably fine. That's what I was
just
saying.
carrying people that'd be the problem.
Yeah, you'd be carrying.
Yeah, good thing these potions
lot.
of growth last an hour or longer, so I'm just gonna drink one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm just thinking of the logistics of like, we don't know what kind of place it is, if there's land to stand on, or, because like, did she say it was like an island or just an infestation?
It is an infestation on the shoreline on the mainland.
Okay.
Do we get any details about what this god is?
You'll find out. Please take care of it. I don't want to deal with these men.
Damn.
Right.
Well put.
I think Tati would just be courteous and let ourselves out.
Okay. Cool.
And Coin
Uh-huh.
Coin will go to hand her his card.
She looks
Before
at
we-
you and looks
Before
at the
we go-
desk.
Right. He'll flip it on. He's trying to use his calling card like a coin to do a trick.
Sure.
Like flip it on, lands on the table, sort of spins in place and then drops down.
Cool.
Heads up.
Nice.
Then he walks up.
Awesome. And as Sea Toad Coin walks out the door, we will come back next week with everybody else, and we will have a
Hooray.
little bit more fun exploring what the Toivoan Trainwreck is going to do on the shoreline.